What's up, everyone? Oh, you got the lineup on the screen. Oh, no. You're getting a sneak preview. You're not allowed to see that yet. I'm literally still updating the lineup. Hello. Welcome to Nothing is Perfect. I'm Russell Holiday, and today we are here to watch the Vancouver Canucks versus the New York Islanders. Say it ain't, Bo. Wednesday night. 4:30 start tonight. Early game because they're playing in New York. And as I mentioned, I'm literally still just updating the lineup because in classic Canucks fashion, they have waited till the exact last minute to update it. So I believe it's up to date now, as I quickly reviewed here. Yes. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. Yep. Third line. Okay. Now the fourth line. Yep. Looks good. Now, I can't confirm whether or not there will be people's faces that are wrong, but who knows? Who knows what's about to occur tonight on Nothing is Perfect between the Vancouver Canucks and the New York Islanders. We're going to say hello to all the beautiful people in chat, waiting for the game to get started here. We're going to go through the stats that you want, but you don't really need. We're going to go through the starting lineup, as I just talked about. We just finished updating that. We're going to go through the first intermission with Mr. Dustin Boydell. He's back for the Rusty and Dusty Sideshow. We'll talk about all the latest Canucks news and how the first period went as well for the ups and downs. During the second intermission, we're going to be doing something new. We're going to be featuring a video from a different YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is NHL Line Combo. And the channel, what they do is they actually review different lines from history in the NHL. They say the famous lines and the not so famous lines. So tonight we'll be featuring a video with they're called NHL Line Combo on YouTube. You can check out their channel. I've got a link in the description. But tonight's episode is going to be about the Anson, Carter, and Sedins line. So that should be interesting. And then Dustin will be back for the post-game show. And he will help us break down everything that happens in tonight's game. So, you guys are all chatting up a storm here, so let me get into chat. Paragraph Pro, Dustin. I think we missed a couple here. Jazz says, go Canucks, go. Zach says, go Vancouver. B was here and says, let's go. Go Canucks, go. And then Paragraph Pro says, nothing is perfect. I believe you meant to say, here we bow again. That's a good one. And he says Trevor Linden. And then Swerve Irvin says Trevor Linden. And then said, hey, yo. Dusty and Rusty, real quick before we start, what are your feelings on the state of the team? I am emotionally exhausted. Rod says hi. The Bunny fan, cool. Hi. Welcome back, Bunny fan. Haven't seen you in a while. Rod, hi from Kamloops. Yes, how's Kamloops today? Is the weather beautiful up there? Big Hog Hockey Gadzik is talking positively about the Canucks. What the F is going on? Nobody knows. Hi from Rainbow Flag. Wrong flag. Sup, Bunny? And Bunny meant to do the U.S. flag, but instead did the Pride flag, I believe, which is kind of funny. Swerve dude's got to make a paycheck at Big Hog Hockey. Or is it the right flag? I think he's soft since he doesn't want to keep an enemy. And then Rod's just like waving Canada, the USA, shaking hands. You gotta love to see it. Maybe. Bunny fan doesn't know. Swerving, laughing and crying. Big Hug says. Swerving Irvin, I think he's got a big timeout after his podcast comments last spring. Yeah. I think he got taken off of the thing there. And then Dustin's reaction to Swervin's question is struggling, fighting hard, actually hurt, fighting hard. Yeah. Rod, are we winning this game or Bo Horvat beast mode? Maybe the stats that we want, but we don't really need will help more, but the Bunny fan thinks the Canucks are going to win. Thank you, Bunny fan. We're glad to hear that. Rod, I'm skeptical. I need to check the lineup, see what TikTok has done. True. Swerving Irvin, if you Canuck on wood, things will turn out just fine. Canuck on wood. Gary Wiseman, how many Canucks would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck Canucks? At least 7, I'd say, Gary. Gary Wiseman, the funniest man in chat. Back. 3. Buddy's fan answer is 3. 3 Canucks. Big Hog guys. Should I add the opposing team post-game interviews to my Canucks videos on my YouTube channel? He left Leck in good start plus Demmer. Woo! Where can I see the lines? So many injuries. As per, oh, you guys are doing the lines already. Carol says, hello, everyone, or hi, everybody. How's it going, Carol? Rome says, Gary Wiseman, if a woodchuck could chuck a Canuck, it would only give Talkett another excuse as to why they lost. Yep. Hello, everyone, says Rome. Derek Wang in the chat. We will meet Bo Horvat again, but I miss Bo Horvat. And Carol says, hi, Swervin. And then Derek says, do you miss Bo Horvat? I'm like, sometimes I miss Bo Horvat. Sometimes I miss Bo Horvat. Hey, Rome. Hey, Carol. Hi, Rome. Rome says, Carol. Hello, Carol. Great to see you. And then Swervin Irvin says, I was worried about you, Carol. And Rome says, hey, Swervin Irvin, how's it going? Feeling better? And then Carol says, thank you. I have some major decisions to do, but I haven't decided what to do yet. Just another day of loving, hating my favorite team. Yep. Leah Herring in the chat. Yo! What's up, Leah Herring? Matt from the past in the chat. Statistically, you have a good chance of doing well, but you all know about statistic. Yep. Russell, can we get a whale breach before the game starts? You want a whale breach before the game starts? I think we can do that. Woo! Finn in the background getting his, let's see the whale tail, Russ. Yeah, look at it. He's just up there waving his tail at me. Milosh in the chat. Go Canucks, go! Zach's in the chat. Toronto Maple Leafs versus San Jose Sharks. Tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. B-Dog says, afternoon all. Waving. Yeah, it is an afternoon game, isn't it? Lefty all around. What's up? Thanks for whoever bought me a sub. I will certainly earn it with the vast knowledge of Vancouver Canucks. Check the hell out of Horvat's second worst Canucks captain. Ooh. We don't need Horvat again. He didn't help getting the Islanders in the playoffs, did he? Well, they're still fighting. We'll have to wait and see. All right. Let's jump over to the stats that you want, but you don't really need. Stats. Canucks on Wednesday. They've done it 532 times. They have won 247 times and lost 258. On the road on Wednesday, they're a lot below 500. They're 38 games below 500 on the road on Wednesday, so that's a little scary. How about March 26th? Is that going to help us out? They played on March 26th 27 times. They're 11-16, so that's not great. Oh no. On March 26th away, they're 5-11. We're not liking these stats so far, are we? Canucks versus the Islanders, they've played 108 times. They're 49-56 against the New York Islanders, which I'm actually a little surprised. I thought this would be more lopsided. At home, they're 29-28. On the road, they're 20-28. So another away stat that is not in the favor of the Vancouver Canucks tonight. And then the Canucks versus the Islanders on Wednesday. They've played on Wednesday 6 times. The Canucks are 4-2, but they're 4-1 at home. They've only played once against the Islanders on Long Island on a Wednesday, and they had lost that game. So they're 0-1 against the Islanders on Wednesday in Long Island. Canucks current leading scorer against the Islanders. Quinn Hughes, 4 goals in 8 games. Not bad, not bad. Quinn Hughes, 8 assists in 8 games. Quinn Hughes, 12 points in 8 games. So Quinn Hughes, the dominant Vancouver Canuck against the Islanders. And then the Islanders leading scorer against the Canucks right now. Anders Lee, 6 goals in 20 games. One of the longest serving Islanders. Barzell, 15 assists in 11 games. Barzell taking the overall as well, 18 points in 11 games. Barzell will not be playing tonight for the New York Islanders as he may be done for the entire year. There's me. I'm in shock and awe. I'm scared to watch this game. Dustin's feeling a little weird about it too. Dobby's just chilling like always. And there's a little sneak preview of the video that we're going to be watching. The Sedins twins finally break out with Anson Carter. All right, let's have a look at the team stats here. In the last 5 games, Brock Besser has 6 points. 5 of those are goals, so he's got 5 goals in his last 5 games. Quinn Hughes has 4 assists. Noah Dobson, 7 points in his last 5 games. Bo Horvat, former Vancouver Canuck, there he is, 3 goals in his last 5 games. And Tony DeAngelo, the man back from Russia playing for the Islanders, got 6 assists in his last 5 games. Apparently he's been playing really, really well for them. The Canucks lost big to the Islanders 5-2 back in November. It was ugly, to put it kindly. They play again tonight. If we're looking at team stats, the Vancouver Canucks power play is 15th in the league, so right in the middle, 22%. The Islanders have the worst power play in the entire league. I think they have 21 power play goals so far this season, so that's pretty wild. only 12%. Penalty kill wise, the Canucks are still doing really, really well. They're 5th. They're at 82.5%. The Islanders, penalty kill sucks. They're 30th, 72%. Face-off wise, the Canucks are 21st. And the Islanders are 1st. 54.6%. That's ridiculous. Big part of that's got to be Bo Horvat. Goals for, the Canucks are 23rd. They're not great. The Islanders are just slightly worse at 24th at 2.73. We're going to get goals against per game. The Canucks are now at 3.04. They've been hovering around 3 for the entire season. That puts them in 20th. The Islanders are slightly better at 2.96. They're 17th. We're looking at the last 10 games. The Canucks are 5-4-1. The Islanders are 5-2-3. So very similar records as well between these two teams. Standings wise, let's have a look because we have to do this pretty much every day now. The Vancouver Canucks now sit 5 points out of a playoff spot. They've got Calgary ahead of them by 1 point. And then there's the 5 points up to St. Louis. Luckily, the Vancouver Canucks have only played 71 games compared to 73 for the St. Louis Blues. So theoretically, if the Canucks won the next 2 games, they would be able to pull within 1 point of the St. Louis Blues, but they would still be on the outside of the playoff picture. And that would also depend on what Calgary's doing because they played 1 less game than the Canucks. So it's going to be chaos. Having a look at the out-of-town scoreboard tonight, there is nothing that affects the Canucks in the standings. So the only game we're watching tonight is this. We can keep an eye on the other games, but we don't really need to. These won't affect any of the Canucks standings. Although, let's see, Edmonton, 87 points now. They're still too far ahead to even put them in the picture. Okay, let's hop back to the bar and have a look at the starting lineup for your Vancouver Canucks, which I've just updated. And hopefully this all works. We'll see what happens. You know how it goes here. It's top line for your Vancouver Canucks. We got Pius Suter, Jake DeBrusk, and Brock Besser playing on the Vancouver Canucks top line. For your second line, it's Teddy Blueger, Drew O'Connor getting raised up, playing with Connor Garland and Blueger. And then you got your third line now is this all Swedish line, Linus Karlsson, Niels Alman, Jonathan Leckermack. And your fourth line is Dakota Joshua, Atu Ratu, and Kiefer Sherwood playing on the fourth line. If we're looking at the defense and the goaltending, we got the top pair back together. Quinn Hughes, Phil Hronik playing together on the top pair. Second pair is back together. It's Marcus Pettersson. It's Tyler Myers. Your third pair, we got to change. Victorio Mancini comes out. DPD comes in, and he's playing with Forbort. And then we got Thatcher, the Snatcher Demko, starting for your Vancouver Canucks. That's good to see. Isn't it? I'm a little afraid. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little afraid of Demko being in net, but it is what it is, right? Yeah. Rome says, Carol, pray for the wisdom to do what's best. Carol says, Rome, thank you. That would really help. The Lord is good at all times. Good all the time. Rome, Hachigo, I bet you'll do well. No sweat. The Bunny fan, hello. Matt, good luck at Hachiko. Hachiko Ping is just crying from your wee-wee. Fair enough. Rome, Carol, absolutely he is. Swerve Nerve, I spend way too much time thinking about how things would have turned out if Mikheyev had buried that chance in Game 7. I know, it still haunts my dreams too. Hachiko, I'll try, Big Hog. Rome, Swerve Nervin, that's the era's version of Nathan Lafayette hitting the crossbar in Game 7 of 1994. True. Yeah. Lafayette could have tied the game. Whip it out for the boys, says Gary Wiseman. Swervener on your channel. Swervener, are you talking about my most recent comment? Yeah. I miss Miller, says Rod. Big Hog, I'm just looking off of YouTubers who do Canucks information videos and they get a lot of views even if the YouTuber doesn't have a lot of subs. Why don't you want Bo back, says Matt. Horvat was a good, not great captain in the very bad era. Rod, Atu Ratu's going to score versus his old team. Book it. Pound it. Rod says Atu Ratu scores tonight. Lefty all around. I watched him for 8 years and 60% of the time I didn't even know he was playing. That's how invisible he was to me. Maybe he's got one of the Harry Potter cloaks. Did you think about that, Lefty all around? Swerve and Irvin, which YouTubers are you talking about, Hog? And Matt from the past says Bo would be number 2 on the Canucks for $8.5 million long term. Not bad for 50 points per season, 68 last. A captain should be noticeable every game for every game for effort like Quinn Hughes. Yeah, Quinn Hughes is the best player that's ever played for us, so that might be weird. There's one line change. Good luck, Canucks, says Mike Torrance. Welcome back, Mike Torrance. Nice to have you. Swerve and Irvin 2020 Horvat as the PP bumper equals money. Big Ogoggy. He got 9K view on his video and has 1K subs, but his other videos has no views. Matt, not to mention on his way to the 4th straight 30-goal season would be the highest scorer on the team right now. Agreed, says Matt. Got to go, guys. Enjoy the game. Thank you for being here, Bunny fan. We appreciate seeing you. Enjoy your night. Gary Wiseman, probably more luck of the draw with the algorithm boosting that one vid. See ya, Bunny. Yeah, Gary. Mike Torrance, I like a 6-2 win for some reason. I would like a 6-2 win as well. Paragraph Pro, that's kind of consistency is hard to come by. He had 31 goals in 49 games the year we traded him. Don't know how you do that being unnoticed. Ha 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 ha. Heystone in the chat. Hello there. How's it going, Heystone? Nice to have you. Swerve and Irvin, looks like the line change has only been uploaded for a month. The line change? Oh, but still he only has like 2 views per video. Swerve and Irvin, I don't know. I wouldn't read too much into his 9K view video. It's an outlier. He must have gotten 1K subs off of one video. Keep grinding. NHL line combo. Yeah, it's NHL line combo. There's not 2 L's in it. It threw me off too. Swerve and Irvin, if you want to go buy some fake subs from one of those click farms in Thailand. Yeah, one of my regulars at my bar at work was like, you should just buy a bunch of subs, bro. And I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. Hope it's going this fine evening. Nothing family. Hope everyone's great. Let's go, Canucks. Get the W tonight, boys. Sticker Snatcher in the chat. Welcome, Sticker Snatcher. Nice to have you. Swerve and Irvin, it's like $40 for 1K subs. Glad to see Thatcher is fit after some acrobatic saves last game. Gary Wiseman, I agree. Hey, y'all, says Drew Richards. Good vibes only. Canucks Glow. Canucks Glow. Drew Richards, king of the mods, is here. Drew Richards, we got this. Swerve and Irvin, Carlson, Almond, Leckermacki. Is that the Abbotsford's top line? Haha, sometimes. It has been. I mean, Atu Ratu's been on that line too, right? So, but I mean, we've seen all the top guys from Abbotsford so far this year. We've seen Atu Ratu. We've seen Max Sasson. We've seen Phil DiGiuseppe. These are all guys who played on the top line for the Canucks. So, Drew Richards, hashtag playoff bound against all odds. Singers as is true. Big Hog says laugh out loud. Swerving, really? Go Canucks Glow. 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 Go. Oh. So Zach says blue, green, white. Really? What? Click Farms or Abbotsford? Click Farms or Abbotsford? They're singing the Canadian national anthem. Click Farms. Dobby. Dobby's having a little nap. Sorry, I wasn't clear. Thailand. Chicks and clicks. Oh yeah, I've never tried it, but as far as I know, click farms are a thing. Yeah. Laugh out loud. Scam? I worked with a lot of Instagram influencers, so yeah. Don't worry about the views, just worry about your craft. Yeah, the main thing is, Hog, as long as you're slowly getting more and more subs as it goes, that's the whole point. Yeah, for sure. Do it for the passion. The rest will follow. Rome, $40 for 1K subs. I would be down for that. Just wondering because it was interesting. Same, Rome. And then Rome's like, ha ha! So, do you know the first time I saw Canuck Clay on the internet was like 2010? I believe it. Because he was he covered the Olympics pretty closely on his YouTube channel. That was kind of when he went from being a channel where he posted about his family and stuff, and then started posting about hockey. So that's kind of when that all started. Zach, Canada. I'd like to propose a toast to evil. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Russell Bleeding Blues. Hey, Russell. How's it going, Russell? Fellow Russell. How you doing, buddy? Feeling pretty happy and secure in your playoff spot? You guys play Nashville again soon, don't you? Oh my gosh. Laugh out loud, you're an OG, Swervin. Hope he was clothed. My point being, Canuck Clay is pretty big now, but never ever sees the grind. Nope, but nobody ever sees the grind. For real. Yeah. Swervin Irvin, Gary, dude, laugh out loud. Knuckhead sped run getting subscribers. Yeah. Too evil, says Zach. Cheers. Swervin Irvin, let's pour one out for Horvat's hairline. Yeah, he's one of the only people that has a bigger forehead than me, right? Look at this thing. Look at this thing. If it's like this big, you know, right? Like, and then my face is only like Thatcher Demko getting his spelling salts in before the game gets started here. It's always funny to watch. Never stood a chance. Yeah, I wonder if his dad's bald. Russell Bleeding Blues. Yep. Didn't know this was the best season we played. You guys are like 14-2 in your last 16 games or some nonsense, isn't it? Muhammad in the chat. Welcome, Muhammad. Hello, Russell and everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. All right. Let's start a poll question. All right, we're underway. 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45. Underway in the first period in Long Island. Vancouver Canucks, New York Islanders. Both teams battling for their playoff lives. All right, here's your first poll question, kids. Blue Green on the forecheck. Can't come up with the puck, though. The Islanders dump it all the way down the ice. And before getting a shot on net by either teams, the New York Islanders have iced the puck. Looks like they're trying to bake a cake early in the game, eh? My goodness. These people need to realize that you're not allowed to have easy bake ovens on the bench. You need to learn the rules. Swervin Irvin, here's the thing about the Canucks winning has a lot to do with your growth if you're a Canuck YouTuber. Yeah. Yep. I get more views on my videos when the Canucks win. It is what it is. Canucks control. Tyler Myers with a shot that goes, what? The puck comes right out in front. Oh, puck came off the end boards right through the legs of the goalie. And then Demko with a wild save. He sprawls out and makes another split save as the Canucks blow their defense's coverage once again. Teddy Bluger carries it out to center and he dumps it over for Garland. Garland chips it in deep, throws a hit, and he'll go off for a change. Carlson goes in and throws a hit. The Canucks have completed a change. Rome, hello, Muhammad. Go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. Good point, Swervin. I only started hanging out on stream a year ago. That's what sucks about hockey. Sup, nothing is perfect. How's it going, Deadly Flames? Nice to have you. My hairdresser was here today, Deadly Flames, and her husband are both big Calgary Flames fans. So within 2 minutes of her being here, she's like, so my team's ahead of yours in the standings, eh? So welcome, Deadly. Nice to have you again, brother. Swerve and Irvin, damn it, line combos were on the screen. I need another countdown. I will give you the countdown. 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35. Man, I was getting carried away with the chat. Forgot we're here to watch the hockey game. Yeah, it happens. Canucks driving it out front. Atu Ratu can't come up with the puck. Look behind you, Quinn. Thank you. Quinn Hughes plays it to the corner. Ratu can't come up with it. Joshua's there too. New York rings around the boards. Both teams have shots now. The Canucks have 2 shots. The Islanders have 1. Learn the rules, says Zach. Zach gets it. Rome says, hey, Rome. Big Hog Hockey Blues, y'all won it in 2019. Let us go on a run. Yeah, I mean, he does make a good point, Russell. Maybe you should let us win. Swerve Nervin, can we agree that if Bo magically came back, there would be no world where he be captain over Quinn? Correct. You are 100% right on that. There is no way that Bo Horvat comes back and gets the captaincy back. You're right. Yeah, agree. Gary agrees. Rome, Swerve and Irvin agreed. Captaincy is Quinn's. Yep. Good job by Suter coming back to collect the puck. Long pass up. Brock Besser stops on the half boards waiting for help. Passes across for Pettersson. But Pettersson took it off the shin pads and couldn't control it. Puck comes out of the Canucks zone. Brock Besser plays it back for Marcus Pettersson. And they keep controlling their own zone. Demko! Oh, yeah, I know, right? Huge save, Demko. What a crazy save that was. He's only made 1 save, but it's probably worth 3 or 4. Canucks ringing around the boards. EPD's there. DPD's there to collect it. He puts it down low. Oh, Horvat put it out front, and Connor Garland almost got a piece of it to put it on net. That would have been great. Bo Horvat sets up a Vancouver Canuck for a goal. Islanders intercept the pass into the slot, and they carry it out. Bo Horvat getting stood up by Marcus Pettersson. Canucks get it out to the blue line and then chip it out to center. Matt, 6 more seasons at 8.5. What do you mean depends on the price? It's very public and pretty much set in stone. Matt, what I mean by depends on the price, how much would they have to trade to get him? More than I know how much his salary is. But I would say, how much is it going to cost us a 1st-round draft pick and a prospect, or is it going to cost us a roster player? So rather than depending on the price of his salary, it's depending on the price of the trade, is what I meant, Matt from the past. Gary Wiseman, I think he means what we'd have to give up to get him. Yes, Gary Wiseman, there you go. Gary and me are always on the same page. Deadly Flames, I'm ready for the next season, man. This way of us not holding our leads is annoying. We know the feeling, Deadly Flames. I think that's why we're getting along. Even though we cheer for rivals, we both understand the pain of not being able to keep a lead. You guys barely squeaked that one out yesterday, giving up the lead to Seattle at the very end, only to win it at overtime. So you still got the 2 points, but you did it the hard way. Swerve and Irvin. That's better. You're welcome, buddy. Matt, I think Russ means how much we would have to give up for reacquiring Horvat. Yeah. I'd be cool with the Flames throwing in the towel. No, says Bleeding Blues. Same with the Blues. Gary Wiseman, not happening, pal. Not. Gotta love backup Pettersson's. Oh, Dakota Joshua got in front but couldn't get a shot on. That's funny. Dakota Joshua used the ref as a pick. Beat the Isles, Wings fan. Shroom Merchant, what's up, my dude? Nice to see you again, Shroom Merchant. Always love to see some fun guys in here. Marcus Pettersson brings it in offside. Swervin' Irvin, remember when we had all the Tylers? What were the Tylers, Swervin'? I do not remember this. Remind me. Gary Wiseman, I'm a Wings fan too. Preferably honey, garlic, or buffalo. Deadly Flames, I'm just for the others getting eliminated in the playoffs. Yeah, fair enough, Deadly Flames. I guess it depends on the talent of Alvin. This is true, Matt. I mean, Alvin's been doing some good stuff for the Canucks. I mean, the other thing is at the end of the day, the Canucks have faced some insane adversity this year, which is the result of a bunch of nonsense, including the drama of players not getting along. I mean, at the end of the day, we didn't want to get rid of Miller. Like, he is a great player. That hasn't changed. He's still an incredible power forward. He can be a top center on any team, but unfortunately, he did not fit in the room and was a problem, and so they had to get rid of him. Man, Quinn Hughes cannot play odd man rushes. That was another one where he left his man. Connor Garland coming through. Tries to go through the defense, loses the stick. Hronek with a shot. That one gets blocked. The Islanders get it out to center. Collected by by Hronek. Quinn Hughes collects it. Skating through center. Apparently the Canucks are offside. Huh. O'Connor's not happy with the call. He's like, ref, you need to learn the rules, bro. So we're in 2020. We had Tyler Madden for Tyler Toffoli. But don't worry, we still had Tyler Myers, Tyler Mott, and Tyler Graovac. Yeah, I remember that now. I'm with you there, Gary. Honey garlic and buffalo are both good. Matt, Deadly Flames. That's why I was happy for Panthers won a cup, not the Oilers, because a former Flames players got a cup. Me too, Deadly Flames. This is another reason why we get so along. Roberto Luongo lifting the cup over his head was one of the greatest moments of my Canucks fandom. See if I can get a picture. Yeah, this is the one. Right? This is what we're talking about. Right, Deadly Flames? Look at that, man. I'm still not okay from yesterday. Nothing is perfect. Universal Habs. Welcome back, brother. Yep. But I bet you were happy to see Luongo lift the cup last year too, weren't you? I'll try and distract you for a minute there. Yeah, the Montreal Canadiens failing to come up with a big win yesterday, unfortunately, against St. Louis. Actually got thumped pretty badly. If anyone wants to see, this is why Universal Habs is not happy right now. 37 shots for the Blues yesterday. Absolutely wild. But the Blues overwhelmed them. Unfortunately, back to the bar. Swerve Nervin. If you ever worked in a kitchen long enough, you're familiar with the JT conundrum. Putting up with the very best problematic person because they're really good at their jobs. Yep. True. Oh, Carlson had the puck on the half boards and got knocked down. Quinn Hughes collects it at the blue line, puts it down low for Carlson. Carlson feeds it across the blue line for Hronek. Hronek waits, flips it down low. Lekermacki collects it in the corner, chips it back up the half boards to Carlson. Carlson rings it around. Quinn Hughes comes down and collects it. He turns on the half board, skates back up to the blue line, right into the middle of the slot. Does a step, loses the puck, but collects it again, but loses it once more on the far corner. He comes back up with the puck, puts it to the point for Hronek, who takes a shot. Oh, puck was loose in front, but Carlson couldn't get a stick on it. Hughes with a shot. Just went wide, I think. Hronek chips it out to center, but the Islanders collect it and bring it back in. Bo Horvat cut into the net. Couldn't get there, though, as he lost a handle on the puck. Drabbable Flames, says Zach. Drably Flames? There was a picture of Luongo at Panthers practice schmoozing with Marchand. Yep. I came out today. Marchand will be playing in the Florida Panthers lineup pretty quick. He's getting close, coming back from injury. Hronek did well to block that one. There's high slot. Dobson into the front. Quinn Hughes intercepts it and then clears it. Canucks just chip it out to center. Canucks will manage to get a couple people changed. But I think Quinn Hughes managed to get off. Hronek takes oh my goodness, what a weird pass by Pettersson across. Went right to an Islander. Ratu trying to battle it up the boards. Demko makes a save. Covers it up on a shot from the point. Thought it might be bobbling around there for a minute. Gary Wiseman, plus that person usually has lots of knives within reach. Correct. And frying pans. Frying pans, yep. There it is, Bo Horvat in front, tying up the stick of Karlsson so he couldn't get a shot off. Bo Horvat having a defensive impact for his Islanders. Today, says Swervin. Yep. Habs suck, says Big Hog. Wow. Gary Wiseman, wow, 6-1, losing like the Canucks. Yep. Deadly Flames. I was happy for Matthew Tkachuk and Sam Bennett. That's only it. Fair enough. Future Vancouver Canucks, Sam Bennett, eh? Go AHL top line. Yeah, they didn't look bad. They had some good movement out there. Weren't able to get a chance off of it, but had some zone time, but then they got hemmed in. So it was kind of like a classic AHL line, right? Canucks ringing around the boards. DeBruska's there on the half boards in his own zone, trying to come up with the puck. Trying to get it up for Suter. Suter comes back to help out. He chips it to the middle. Brock Besser stops it, passes it back for Pedersen of the Marcus variety. Besser passes across for Tyler Myers, who stops on the half boards, puts it down into the corner. Besser's there, battling hard. I've been liking his hustle lately. Brock Besser passes to the point. Puck gets tipped past Tyler Myers. Matt, I can't wait until Matthew Tkachuk bros retires. They've been in the league long enough already. I think they've only been in the league for about 8 years now or something like that, right? Oh, puck to the front. Lou Lamoriello really makes the guy shave, eh? Does that rule still apply in the playoffs? No, the rule does not apply in the playoffs. That is the only time you're allowed to grow a beard, when you're playing for Lou Lamoriello. Isn't that weird? Too long, actually. Always late for the East Coast games. What's up, KJ? In the house. Welcome back, brother. Play Demmer 2 in a row is risky business. Yeah, so it is. Apparently, Shelovs is backing up because Lankinen is still not feeling well. He is still ill. So they still have Shelovs on the bench. So we'll have a look. That's what I heard on the internet, but who knows? So we'll keep your eyes on the bench. Let me know if you see Shelovs or Lankinen sitting there. Big Mac, sorry I'm late. What's shaking? Game time. What's up, Big Mac? Salutations, all, says KJ. Big Mac, says Big Hog. At least we aren't the Flyers or Blackhawks, and yet we are still the underdog making the playoffs. True. There's starting to be some real conversation about Hudson becoming the MVP or the Rookie of the Year. Sherwood does a good stick lift, comes up with the puck in the slot, takes a shot, gets blocked. He gets another shot. That one gets blocked closer. Joshua tries to chop it on net. Couldn't get it. Joshua tries to pass it back for Sherwood. He's just battling for the puck now. He puts it down low, gets intercepted. New York collects it, puts it to the middle, and they'll skate it out to center ice. Fun fact, the Islanders are credited with inventing playoff beard. What? Is that true? Big Mac, says Snicker Snatcher. Gary Osmond, does the carpet have to match the drapes in the playoffs? What do you mean, Gary? What do you mean? You're talking about drapes and carpets? Are we renovating? Swerve and Irvin, they have chemistry at least. Yeah, Gary, heck no. Universal Habs, nothing against you, just pissed. Yeah, lost last night. Jason J, if the Canucks make the playoffs, Quinn Hughes should win the Hart. Absolutely, Jason J, I agree with that. We'll be busting out some stats during the first intermission with Dustin when we talk about how good Quinn Hughes is. He is historically good. Like, it's crazy, the stats that just came out. No worries at Big Hog. And Hog's just like, salute. Salute. Agreed, Jason. Zach says, hi, Habs. The Universal says, hi, Zachary. Look at that. We got Leafs fans and Habs fans coexisting together, cheering for the Canucks together. This is how we bring people together. We get everyone to cheer for the Canucks. Right, Universal? Swerve and Irvin, Myers is great when holding the puck, but not when he tries to do Garland stuff. Too wide of a turn radius. Yeah. It's like I can park my Hyundai Accent with like a tight turn radius, but if I was driving like a Santa Fe, it would be harder to get there. Big Hog breaking. Brett Burns has been traded to the Isles. Guess Lou was fired beforehand. Yep. He would just come in and tap his beard. KJ, easy to tell. She loves wears a hat like Eddie Lack. Keep an eye on it. Russell, bleed and lose. We can knock down the Wild and pass them if wins since Wild hasn't won lately. Yep. Yeah, you're only 2 points behind them. So they have 85 points. They've played one less game than you. But there's still a chance, right? So who knows? Because what are you guys? Yeah, you're probably not high enough to get in up here. But yeah, you definitely have a chance to pass them for the second wildcard spot now that you've won so many games. Like 8-1-1. Look at that. It's got to be the hottest team in the league right now, right? Yeah, it's the hottest team in the league. 8-1-1. Back to the bar. Oh, puck comes right on net, so the Canucks don't nice puck. Sup, Russell? How's it going, Emperor King? Welcome back. Big Hog Hockey, Russell Bleeding Blues. Let's team up against the Wild. Yes! I think we play the Wild one more time, don't we? Let's not be enemies. Matt from the past. Russell Bleeding Blues. I have faith you will switch with the Wild. Blues wild card 1. See that? I like this positivity. We're all out here supporting each other. This Rogers commercials with Keanu Reeves is whack. It's funny because he's supposed to be acting as Keanu Reeves, but he seems more like Bill. No, I was wrong. Who am I? Theodore. Ted. He seems more like Ted. I wanted to nap after work. Guess I'll rest my eyes during the intermission. Laugh out loud. But then you're going to miss Dustin Boydell on the Rusty and Dusty Sideshow, KJ. I guess you can rest your eyes and still listen. Gamer A, having Bo back will make the Canucks attack better. Ooh, Demko with another good save. Looks like it might have gotten tipped in front. Islanders controlling the Canucks zone. Hooks it wide. Marcus Pettersson in behind the net. Can't come up with the puck, though. Islanders put it back down low. Lee puts it back to the point. Pollock puts it in front. Goes off of a person and over the glass into the netting. Who is Atu Ratu's doppelganger? Maybe it's his brother. Funny enough, no is just what I need. Bo is just what we need. Yeah. Picked a good team to nap to, especially if we go on the PP. His brother is Atu Ratu. Paul Dano. Apparently, we are bringing back Bo and JT. Laugh out loud. The future is bright, Van City. Van City! Death of Bleeding Blues. I always wear a Johnny Gaudreau Flames jersey and happy his dad comes to Flames games too when Johnny's hockey passed away. Hurts here. Yeah. That was really tough for you guys. I think the crazy thing about Johnny Gaudreau that I keep on seeing is whenever I do the stats that you want, but you don't really need for Columbus or Calgary, the leading guy is quite often Johnny Gaudreau, even though he hasn't played for the Flames for a while and because he didn't play very long for the Blue Jackets. But he's still coming up as one of the best players against the Canucks because he was great. Wait, what? I'm just chilling since yesterday. Yeah, you're feeling pretty good after your big win yesterday, eh? It's 3-1 over the Rangers. Allowing JT Miller to score, but making him lose anyways. I saw my Leafs, says Zach. Universe Labs, please beat the Islanders for me. We're going to try, man. We're going to do our very best. That's why I didn't say sleep, Russ. You're a smart man, KJ. Carlson on the half boards. Comes up with the puck. Good body position. Puts it across the blue line for EPD. Pettersson shoots, gets blocked. The Islanders break out 2-on-1. But EPD back. And then Demko makes a save. EPD got back, but the shot still got off. And then Demko makes a beautiful blocker save. The Islanders are offside. Thatcher Demko bailing his team out again on the 8th shot of the game for the Islanders. I literally prefer Rusty and Dusty's show to any other shows. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. The Coos. Can we get Ryan Reynolds to buy the team? Is it too late? Anything is possible. The man is rich. Should we start a campaign? Swerve and Irvin. Austin, what? We are good at home. Yeah, we know. We're one of the only teams to beat you at home. DPD back. Nice. Great save, Demko. They look a bit faster. Yeah, Mike Torrance, you're right. Canucks have been skating pretty good the last few games. Tyler Myers up to the blue or the center line. Marcus Pettersson tries to pass up, but can't get there. Tyler Myers gets hit behind. Comes up with the puck though. Blueger flips it out to center. Garland coming up with it. Manages to get the pass over to O'Connor. O'Connor tries to get it back for Garland. Couldn't get it to go. Connor Garland tries to get it back to the blue line, but it's rolling, so the Islanders pick it up and skate it out. Good stick by Marcus Pettersson, though. He pokes it out. O'Connor flips it in. Connor Garland moves in on the forecheck. He cut one way, the Islander cut the other way, and they skate out of their zone. Oh, they took away the 8th shot for the Islanders, apparently. D'Angelo with a shot. Demko with a save. Connor Garland has the puck bounce on him. Gets it back for Hronek. Hronek rings around the boards. Gets chipped out to center by Pew Suter. It feels good saying that. Yo, nothing is perfect. What's up, Castle Siege 53? How's it going, brother? Welcome back. How you doing today, brother? No game for you guys tonight, right? Or are you playing? No, yeah, you guys are playing the old rivalry. The Dallas Stars versus the Edmonton Oilers. Now, Castle Siege, are you old enough to remember the rivalry between your team and the Oilers back in the day? And then Demko makes another save. Why is that man all alone in the slot? Why are you not covering him, Canucks? Why must Demko constantly bail us out? But yes, Castle Siege, do you remember the rivalry between the Oilers and the Dallas Stars, or are you too young for that? Calvin 99 Charlie. Let's go Canucks glow. Let's go Canucks glow. Let's go Canucks glow. Woo! Demko is greater than Horvat. So remember, ooh, Demko, please don't pull anything. Blended Family Demko is making that Lankinen extension expendable. Blended Family, welcome back. Nice to have you. Rod, Robbed, what a beauty. I love Demmer. Rod, would you say, is Demko your favorite player, brother? Calvin 99 Charlie. Russ, if you shaved your head and started a channel eating hot wings, I wouldn't know the difference. Really? I should start. So Nothing is Perfect 2 is going to be just me sitting there eating chicken wings. Can you imagine? It wouldn't even be like hot ones. It would just literally be me eating hot wings. Islanders barn looks a little sparse, eh? I'll have a look, but I wouldn't be surprised, yeah. Sometimes it can be tough. Wow, Calvin says Big Hog Hockey. KJ's like, Demko is him. Castle Siege. Oh, I do remember that. Yeah, those were some wild series, eh? Like, because that was a series where, was it Patrick Steffen missed on the empty net and the Oilers brought it down and tied up the game? That was some crazy stuff. Blended Family, good battles of Ryan Smith and Doug Waite. Yes, heck yes. Blended Family remembers too. Send him to prison, says Big Hog. Dobby, says KJ. Hope Demko's Poplius is feeling all right. Yeah, me too. Forgot Dusty gave me my membership back. Yeah! Deadly Flames, Castle Siege. We play you tomorrow. It's going to be a rough one for us. Oh, yeah. It could be Deadly Flames, but who knows? You guys have been playing good. Well, I mean, Wolf has been playing really, really good. And then sometimes your players play really good too. Rod's like, go, Demmer, go. Go, Demmer, go. Canucks come up with the puck off the face-off. How in the hell is that an icing call? Ooh, the refs are idiots. Kiefer Sherwood was clearly going to win the race. He did win the race. I think the refs need to learn the rules. Brutal icing call. Islanders rink is nice, says Big Hog. Have you been there? Castle Siege. Now we have our rival with the Avalanche now. Yeah, especially. Castle, is there any update on Rantanen? Because didn't he take a puck in the face last night? Did he come back to that game? Ratu wins the faceoff. You love to see it. Tyler Myers gets it over for Ratu. He carries over the blue line. He tries to put it in the corner, but it gets blocked. Lots of blocks by the New York Islanders so far. Poplutius. Wolf is the only reason why we are good. Deadly Flames. Some of your players have had some good times, right? But yes, Wolf is a big reason why you guys where you're at. Which is a good thing moving forward, right? Demko knocks that away. Canucks clear it all the way down the ice. Isn't that too many men on the ice? Bo Horvat passes up. Paul Mary tries to put it down. He does. He gets it over for Bo Horvat. He gets checked by Suter, though. Suter manages to get the puck over for Brock Besser, and he'll skate it out. And he'll dump it in. DeBrusque moves in on the forecheck. Tries to come up with the puck. Can't do it. Myers puts it down low. Oh, and then Suter gets a chop it on net, but it's a bouncing puck, so it didn't get any juice on it. It gets blocked before it got to the net. Rod, the Stars owner, owns the majority of my local team, the Kamloops Blazers. Yeah, it's Ghilardi, right? Tom Ghilardi, is it? I've send my videos of the rink. IVE send videos of the rink. Jason Dickinson is out for the season. Philip Hedel sends his regards. Yeah. Oh no, Jason Dickinson hurt his wrist so he can't play anymore. Dickinson injured? Yeah, that's karma, baby. Castle Siege, I haven't heard much, but hopefully he back for the playoffs against the Avalanche. Yeah. Yeah, you guys have had a lot of players taking the puck off the face, which is pretty crazy. I saw, didn't they play a montage last night during the game of all your players taking it into the face? Canucks are now stuck on 4 shots for the game. Islanders are up to 9 shots. Canucks only have 4. Canucks put it up, but the Islanders keep it into the blue line. Puck goes wide on a shot. O'Connor carries it out to center. He cuts. He gets to the middle, passes to the side, gets blocked. Puck goes behind the net. Connor Garland skates in on it. He falls down, but Blueger falls up, puts it to O'Connor. O'Connor loses it in the corner, tries to get it back. Got 3 Canucks, 3 Islanders participating in a rugby game in the corner. They forgot we're playing hockey. Russell, the number 53 is Wyatt Johnston, my favorite Stars player. That's why I have 53 in my name. Yeah. Wyatt Johnston. Hughes, high slot, cuts back, double cut, walks down the half boards, goes all the way down behind the Islanders net, spins, gives it over for Garland. Garland can't take the puck cleanly. Nobody was there to support. Canucks keep it in. O'Connor does well, actually, at the blue line. But Islanders follow up and get it all the way down the ice. Hughes collects the puck, and he loses it. And then Demko makes another kick save. Oh my gosh, Demko just bailed out Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes was carrying it back into the zone and lost control of it. Essentially gave a free pass over for Anders Lee, I think. Oh my God. Karmas is Big Hog. Kobe played with a torn Achilles. Did he? That's wild. Yeah, Anders Lee getting a good chance, and Demko's like, no! Oh, and then looks like Hronek might have gotten a stick on the shot too. So it wasn't as strong of a shot as it could be. Canucks win another faceoff in their own zone. Islanders dump it back in. 1:20 left to go in the first period. Tyler Myers Do you know if Tyler Myers is much of a baker? Does he like to bake cakes? Because if you bake a cake, you always want to have some icing. But right now, Tyler, I need you to learn the rules. Unbelievable. Got Amon out on the face-off. He loses it. Canucks get it out to center. Lecker-Mackey dumps it in, but not far enough. Canucks move in. Lecker-Mackey manages to come back up with the puck. He cuts to the middle. Chops it just wide of the far side. Puck gets rung around. Tyler Myers collects it. He chips it down. Carlson trying to get the puck in the corner. But the Islanders clear it out. Niels Oman puts it back for Tyler Myers. Tyler Myers puts it back out to center. The Canucks dump it in. 38 seconds left to go in the second period. I remember when the Stars fan threw a popcorn at Golden Knights in the playoffs. I loved it. Laugh out loud. Wasting perfectly good popcorn. What is Hughes doing? Lost it twice in 2 plays, 1 shift. Yep. 21 seconds left to go. Canucks controlling. Maybe time for another chance here. Forward shoots, gets blocked. Suter puts it down low. Besser comes out front, tries to get a shot. Gets saved. Now Besser puts it to the front again. That one goes wide. And that's it. First intermission, people. Oh, mercy. One-man team. Demerer! He is gassed for other players. Use them. Is the next play-by-play guy always this awful? Barbershop Window's not a Shorty fan. Hughes just keeps Demko on his toes. Yeah, making sure he's awake, I guess. What is this? I don't want to do. Oh, there's his face. It's not showing up on the screen for some reason, though. Let's try and fix that. There we go. Now I got his face. Oh, here he is. Mr. Dustin Boydell. How's it going, buddy?
Oh, good. How are you?
Oh, I'm loving Demko's play so far. He's the only reason the Canucks are still in this game right now.
Yes, you are not kidding.
So the first up of our ups and downs is going to be a big old up for Mr. Demko.
Yeah, I mean, Demko was really starting to find his game before that groin injury took him out of the lineup again. So because he didn't have to miss as much time, he looks just as sharp as when he left. He said after last game he didn't feel as sharp as he wants to be, but if this is what we're seeing right now and he's not at the top of his game as he feels, then could be an interesting end of the season here.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the thing at the end of the day. You look at, you asked Vegas when they were playing against Demko in the playoffs, and the Canucks did end up losing that series, but we took them as far as we possibly could, and Demko was the sole reason for that, as he did exactly what he's doing. These crazy split saves that he's doing are absolutely insane. They're pure reaction and pure instinct, and that's the kind of thing you like to see from a goalie like Demko.
Well, nice thing about the split saves is his knees are straight. So, it's not going to injure that, right? It might just blow his groin to the Spider-Verse, but he looks great. You cannot complain about that sort of stuff. What you can be upset about are the chances being given up that have led to him needing to make some incredible saves. There is this different confidence you have with Demko back there, though. I don't find myself holding my breath when those odd man rushes are happening. There's just a different comfort you feel when you have an elite starting goaltender between the pipes. And so it's really nice to see. Tough for the offense. They haven't really got anything going. I really don't like the Oman between Lecker and Carlson. I would have rather seen Ratu there, just because in Abbotsford, that's who's been playing together, and that line absolutely was tearing it up before they all kind of came up for injury replacement help. So that one's a strange one to me. That one's just another like talk it tinker thing where it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you got to use these guys and they've been playing together for, a quarter of the year down in Abbotsford with some pretty impressive offensive success, why would you break them up here? Also, it allows you to kind of put Oman with more of the style players he needs to be with in between Joshua and Garland or Joshua and Sherwood. It's just that's the one thing in the lineup right now I would switch, probably those two centers to help Carlson and Lekkerimäki drive more offense. That's what Ratu has been doing down in Abbotsford. But, overall, Canucks are doing okay. Face-off percentage is good. Probably could have had a couple of power plays there. In the first 5 minutes of the game, there was some weird, Hronek got a stick held, and then I think it was, I can't remember who, Horvat slew foot there in the same kind of play. New York is kind of sneaky dirty. I mean, you're going to get that with a coach like Patrick Waugh, right? Like he's going to tell you to get every advantage you can get. He's that kind of coach. Like, so would be nice to see a power play here to kind of get the Canucks a little momentum going the other direction. But overall, for a road period coming into a desperate teams building who lost a real tough one last game. Their last game was a real tough loss. That's a good road first period in the tail end of the road trip, so to come out of it 0-0, I'd say is a success. I would like to tighten up those odd man rushes though. That's probably my big down right now. No one really individually down, but just as a team, kind of got to tighten it up defensively.
Yeah. I am going to give an even bigger up to one of our guys in the faceoff dot, because we've actually been giving them a pretty hard time. Teddy Bluger is actually 75%. He's taken 4 draws. He's won 3 of them. Atu Ratu also has won 3 of 4. So generally, and then both the other 2 guys are at 50%, Niels Alman and Pius Suter. So right now the Canucks playing, the thing is the reason I'm giving it a big up is the Islanders are the number 1 faceoff team in the entire league. And so to do that even through one period is pretty impressive. Especially for a guy like Bluger, who we've been talking about the last few games where he has been struggling. What was it? 15% he was in the draw a couple games back. So good to see all the boys back there getting their shit back together in the faceoff dot.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of Bluger's success comes with having Connor Garland on his wing, because Garland gets in there and gets a lot of winger wins for whatever center he's playing with. And that's a big thing with Bluger's statistics is face-off percentage. You don't factor in winger wins, but when a winger wins the possession right away, that's a face-off win for the centerman.
The only down I can it's not even like a big down, but it's kind of a down, is I feel like Quinn Hughes needs to practice his odd man rushes.
Well, I mean, he did say last game that he played the 2-on-1 like shit, right?
Yeah, classic me. I played the 2-on-1 like shit, right? So, which is funny because I'm gonna give him a partial down at least for that, because there is really no excuses, right? Like you have to figure it out. Even if you have a different body frame than some of the other guys that play 2-on-1s better, you have to figure it out because it's gonna happen. So, yeah, it's one of those things, right? But then the next topic that we're gonna talk about is Quinn is greater, because some stats came out on Twitter just yesterday, which are absolutely insane. So I'm going to bring them up on the screen.
Someone is at my door. I will be right back.
Yeah,
talk about the
good.
stats with chat.
Yeah, it sounds good. All right. So for the stats here, it's absolutely wild. Actually. So let me get rid of that. So with Hughes on the ice, Vancouver scores at a higher rate than literally any team we've seen in 18 season-long shot attempt tracking era since 2007-8. So they score more goals per 60 minutes since 2007-2008 when Quinn Hughes is on the ice. When Quinn Hughes is on the ice, they have the second best even strength differential per 60 in the same sample to the historic Bruins of 22-23. So literally only one team is better at 5-on-5 even strength for goal scoring per 60 when Quinn Hughes is on the ice. And the reason this is so crazy is because if you look at the other side of it, without Quinn Hughes, the Vancouver Canucks score at a rate only better than 10% of the 552 teams that they did the tally on. So only 10% of the teams they scored a better rate without Hughes. And then if you're looking at it just as an even strength thing, so you're taking out shorthanded and empty netters and all that, they're the 24th worst even strength per 60 minutes, worse than among teams the 09, 10, and 13, 14 Oilers and the Chicago Blackhawks in the 3 seasons before they got Bedard. So literally, when Quinn Hughes is on the ice, the Canucks are the top 2 team in the entire history of keeping track of shots the way they are. And they are in the bottom 20 of all time in that 18-year sample as well. So more proof that Hughes is greater, isn't it, Dusty?
Well, I mean, with details like that and deep dives into stat tracking like that, I mean, that pretty much puts to bed the Makar-Hughes debate for me. Anyways, I mean, if the Canucks make the playoffs, which, let's be realistic, is going to be a hell of a stretch. If they lose this game, it's like less than a 10% chance. So if they make it, Hughes has to be one of the front runners for the Hart Trophy, because without him, this team is nowhere. And it's evident through breakdowns like that. I mean, you can't deny that the numbers speak for themselves. And I mean, you see it. We see it every game, and now more so. The last broadcast, Amazon Prime, it sounded like it was the first time they'd ever seen him play hockey, and they were just blown away by how incredible this kid was. And so he's starting to get more noticeability around the league. We know the Eastern media has not really noticed him as much, but he's starting to get there now and starting to get the respect he deserves league-wide between analysts and also other teams.
Yeah, you definitely have to respect it. I mean, at this point, you have to say he's got to be the shoe-in to win the MVP. And if he didn't end up getting injured like he was, then it would just be like, it would be a no contest, right? Thomas with his first ever super chat donating $2 during the Rusty and Dusty Sideshow. So I'm going to assume that it's $1 for me and $1 for Dustin. Thank you very much, Tom. We appreciate it. His first ever donut.
Thank you.
Unsung hero. So the Vancouver Canucks do player awards at the end of every season, and one of those is the Fred J. Hume Unsung Hero Award. And generally that goes to a player who's been a big part of the team, but hasn't necessarily gotten the spotlight that he probably deserves. Who would you give the Unsung Hero Award to if you're going to pick someone?
I mean, I honestly, like, you sent me this article, but even before you sent this to me, I would have picked Tyler Myers. Through the year that we've had with all of the controversy and the crap that he takes from the fans online, and he just lets it, disappear, the chaos draft stuff. He doesn't pay any attention to it. He's taken it upon himself to improve his game defensively, utilizing the knowledge from the coaches like Adam Foote and Sergei Gonchar, and becoming a really solid veteran presence that is almost calming out there now after we've gotten used to him being so chaotic. He's kind of turning that corner into that wily, big veteran, similar to the way, I mean, nowhere near the same skill level, but similar to the way Zdeno Chara kind of turned a corner late in his career. Like, it was pretty late in his career where he became more effective and became a Hall of Famer. Like, he kind of bounced around when he was younger, similar to Tyler Myers. And now Myers, for $6 million, the stuff that he has done through the injury coverage when he had to play with Hughes, when Hronek was out, and just the locker room stuff. I'm sure he was a huge leader through all of that, kind of guiding Quinn through it and helping him out and supporting him. Guys like that are really, really important to the team. And so I think through it all, he's had a calm, level head anytime he talks to the media or anything like that. So yeah, like I completely agree that it should be Tyler Myers.
Yeah, I agree too. I mean, for the most part over the years, I've been one of the people who have been on Tyler Myers' side, because I've always said that Tyler Myers seems like the kind of guy that once the playoffs roll around, then he's going to be a big part of why the Canucks are successful in the playoffs. Last year, that was his defensive ability. Him and Susie shut down McDavid just as much as Miller was out there doing it as well. But now, like you said, he's not making $6 million. He's only making the $3 million. He took a pay cut probably to stay with this team because he wants to retire as a Canuck. And this year, every time we've rolled out the stats at the quarters, Tyler Myers has been top 3 in the entire team for minutes played. So even before the injuries are coming in, they're leaning on him heavily. So yeah, I would definitely give him the award as well. So that's good to see. That's the article that came out on the Daily Hive from Rob Williams, if you guys want to check that out. Bedard come home? Question mark. Now we chatted a little bit about this, but there was another article that just came out today that I'll show you guys here. Connor Bedard receives warning regarding extending his Blackhawks contract because obviously he is going to be going into this year on the last year of his contract, which means that he is going to be able to sign an extension as of July 1st. Does he hold out and just say, what is his rights as a young guy? Like, I don't even know if he's allowed to say trade me because I think there's probably some rules against that. But is that a possibility where he's just like, listen, you guys haven't done anything for me. We've been terrible. I don't like what you did this summer. Can Connor Bedard finally say, oh, send me back to Vancouver?
Well, through his agent, he can definitely send some strong messages to the Blackhawks organization by declining any opportunity to extend or even discuss it until they show him that they're really interested in winning hockey games and rebuilding the right way. They don't really have any signs of doing that this season. It'd be a real important summer for them to kind of go out and bring in some bigger fish to support the kid and kind of give him that supporting character like we've talked about in the past. You know, you have your 1-2 guys. You got McDavid has Draisaitl, Crosby has Malkin. You know, when Thornton was in San Jose, he had Marlowe. There's always a 1-2 punch. It's not always just one guy can't carry a team. He can make a huge difference if he's a generational talent, but he still needs a supporting cast because if he's the only line that is dangerous, it's not that difficult to defend against your team. That being said, if Chicago goes out and does do that sort of thing and then becomes a little more of a cap ceiling team, then if Bedard has held out, he holds all the cards in the following summer when teams could maybe then offer sheet him, which puts Chicago in a tough spot if they're not able to match financially. And with a renegotiation of the CBA coming up, it's hard to say whether the penalty will, like if you try to sign a max offer sheet, whether the penalty is still going to be 4 first-round picks going forward, or if it's going to be changed a bit to be some sort of monetary monetary penalty, or what happens. But it will definitely be enticing for some teams, including Vancouver, if they continue to be in a good cap position. When the time comes to take a shot at a proven offensive talent.
For some reason, I'm just you know the Dave Chappelle show, right, where he's playing. I think he's addressed as Prince, and he's just like to the camera, he's just like, come on, Bedard, come home, come on,
just come home.
This next one is actually from a New York Islander, but I saw this tweet yesterday after the game, which if you didn't see it, everyone was very upset. The the Islanders felt like they were robbed on a goaltender interference call. So I'll bring up the image here. Palmieri called the no-go call on his potential winner late in the third. Fucking embarrassing. Says he felt like the refs couldn't wait to wave off the goal. Which is something I feel like I've heard you say a bunch of times. So, do you agree? Sometimes
Absolutely.
The refs want to wave them off.
That was an awful goaltender interference call. Like, if that's goalie interference, man, like, good luck playing a net front presence going forward. Like, we had one of those earlier this season. I think it was Bluger who had one called back, and it was just awful. And, absolutely. You got to call it a goal. and then give a team a chance to challenge or overturn it, it's going to be reviewed anyways. It's just silly that the refs made that decision on their own.
Yeah. Dustin, they are just about to get underway in the second period, so we will talk to you in the postgame show, brother.
Sounds good. We'll talk to you then. Enjoy.
Dustin Boydell back for the Rusty and Dusty Sideshow, and we're just underway in New York. 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 39. Demko with another save early in this period. Canucks fan 94, as much as I would love to see Bedard come home to Vancouver, if he does become that player we all believe he can be, it will put the Canucks in a cap crunch in the future, especially if Hughes decides to stay in Van. Canucks fan 94 with a fat $20 dono coming in during the Rusty and Dusty Sideshow. Thank you very much, Canucks fan 94. We appreciate the dono to Dobby's college fund. He appreciates you. I appreciate Canucks fan 94. That's very, very generous of you to come in and donate $20. That's very awesome, my dude. Cheers. Cheers very much. We got to get you back on the show. Got to figure it out. I've got all this week booked up, Canucks fan 94, but we got to get you back on. I've got it booked up all the way to Winnipeg, so maybe have a look at the schedule ahead of that and let me know if any of those games work for you. Okay, buddy? Thank you very much for the $20 dono, brother. Woo, says Matt. Dono hype. Nice. He's not the proven Mancini and a pick. Can you imagine? Canucks get Bedard for Mancini and a pick. Puck goes just wide of the net. The Islanders says, ice the puck. Russell, we want to get our revenge on Oilers today because what they did to us last game. Yep. I'd be down for you guys getting some revenge. And then Thomas, I did see it. Any channel you guys are on, the best group of fans on the net. Rusty and Dusty, you two keep me in now with the Canucks. Thank you very much, Thomas. And thanks again for the dono earlier, brother. We appreciate you. Crickets. Jake Stakes Hockey laughing and crying. Don't worry, everyone is taking their intermission break. Oh my goodness. Tyler Myers puts it to the front. That one gets blocked. Nothing personal. Hype, says KJ Brazy. Dono hype for Thomas. And then Gary dabs. I've already taken it personally. I'm about to crash out. Winky face. Welcome, Jake Stakes Hockey. Welcome to the stream. Canucks shot goes just wide. Another shot goes wide, comes right out front. The Canucks couldn't capitalize. Calvin 99 Charlie. Jake, I was packing a bull. What's up? Jake Stakes Hockey, Jake Stakes Hockey, Jake Stakes Hockey. Did the Islanders ice the puck again? Do we seriously need to get them a picture book? A picture rule book? Carlson shoots it wide on the short side. Big Oggy, the East Coast will never stop glazing Makar. Nope, they love him too much. Matt from the past, does the stat not point out that the Canucks offense is one of the worst of all time? Yes. It points out both. It points out how good Quinn Hughes is and how bad the Canucks are without him. And that they rely too much on him. Yeah, and Gary's like, a cereal bowl? Canucks fan 94, getting a second line center is the Canucks' top priority in the offseason. If they can get Bo Horvat back with the salary retained by the Islanders, it would be a great fit for that spot. Pettersson gets it up. Sherwood chops it out to center. Horvat passes it over for Atu Ratu, moves in, throws a hit, separates his man from the puck, puts it around behind the Blue Islanders net. DeBrusque gets it back for Hronek. Hronek puts it for Hughes. Hughes puts it in front and it's get tipped in front and they score! Keeper Sherwood in front of the net with a beautiful tip into the top corner of the net. Sorokin didn't have time to adjust to the deflection and the puck goes in. Quinn Hughes with a beautiful shot, and then Kiefer Sherwood with an even more beautiful deflection. Man, yeah, Sorokin was sliding to his left, and then Kiefer Sherwood tips it to the right, past his blocker, Canucks lead 1-0. Woo! Go, 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 go. Says Carol. Chief Keef, says KJ Brizzy. Matt from the past says go, 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 go. Carol says go, 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 go. Thomas says go, 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 go. And then Jake says Huckies. Canucks scored a goal. And Calvin 99 Charlie's like Trevor Linden goal, 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 Trevor Linden. And then Dan Carlos shows up. Go Philippines, go, go Canucks, go, go. We drew first blood. Kiefer Sherwood. Banks is big hog. Sorokin was still reading the rule book. It must have been, yeah. That makes sense. Wow, says Zach. Big Hog says go, 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 go. Matt from the future. You love to see it. Woohoo, says Mike Torrance. Thanks, Jake, says KJ. Blue Shirt Nation, typical Islanders. Welcome, Blue Shirts Nation. Sorry about your loss yesterday. You guys could have done us a favor and taken out the LA Kings, but you did not. But we'll forgive you anyway, Blue Shirt Nation, because you lost, and we feel bad for you. Chief Keef. Zach says, go, go. Jake says, welcome, smiley face. You love to see it, says KJ. My Tim's pick. And then KJ says, Fien, 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 Fien. You love to see it. Criminy or Shiitake. The Islanders have once again iced the puck. Gary's just laughing and crying. Hey, remember y'all when y'all was shitting on Myers? I wasn't. I believed in the Chaos Giraffe. Yeah! Shiitake, of course. I was shitting in Myers. Laugh out loud. Wait a minute. You did link it? I also believed in Myers. Left y'all around. Oh, another chance for the Canucks. Couldn't quite get the handle on it. Marcus Pettersson loses the puck, but Bluger's there to support him. Tyler Myers with the puck in his own zone. Passes up to the Islanders' blue line. Canucks tip it in. Sorokin stops it behind the net. Oh, Connor Garland almost takes the puck away. O'Connor tries to come up the puck, can't do it. Islanders come in, shot. Demko made a weird save. Connor Garland skates it through center. Chips it into the Islanders zone. Sorokin chips it to the corner. I don't think that was on purpose, though. Connor Garland puts it in front of the Islanders net right through the slot, but nobody was there. Amon forechecking. Amon tries to get to his man, but can't get there quite in time. Hronek. Oh, no. Carlson's now battling for the puck. Forbort's on the half boards. He falls. Looks like Forbort got tripped, but no call. Oh, and then Lekermacki makes an extra move. Carlson goes in offside. Oh, the Canucks did get a power play. They called it, guys. Not what flip LMAO on. Not in what the flip LMAO. What does that sentence mean, Jake? Thomas first time ever supported in Gary laughing and crying, lefty all around. Never turned on him like so many uneducated hockey talented fans. His poke checks would go unnoticed because these haters of Myers probably never played hockey. Deadly Flames, free the man from Chicago. Yes! And now they are so quiet. I knew he was good. It was just his size giving him the butt end of the deal. That's what I see. Mikael Rasmussen is another player who's tall and big. Canucks have to recollect the puck in their own zone. Islanders got it all the way down. Jake says, I tried linking it, but don't know how. Calvin, laugh out loud. But, and the puck goes under Sorokin, and he does the snow angel and makes the save. Canucks just took it to the net. Looks like it just like dribbled towards him off of a stick. Hog. What's the title called? I'll add it to a watch list later. Thomas, his agent, saying don't resign in Chicago. Okay, shower time. Gary Wiseman, looking forward to us being up 2-0 when I get back. 2-0 up. What rift do you think Vancouver media is going to do when he comes here? Canucks lose the face-off, and the Islanders manage to clear it all the way down the ice. Demko stops it behind his own net. Canucks power play is actually decent on the road. They're 11th on the road. Quinn Hughes puts it back. Lekermacki drops it for Besser. Besser puts it up for Suter. Suter can't come up with the puck. Dabrowski's there. He kicks it up, but can't get it past the Islander player. Battle in the corner. Canucks chip it up to the half boards. Oh, and then Hughes gives it away at the blue line. Quinn Hughes cannot defend 2-on-1s. The Islanders scored shorthanded because Quinn Hughes cannot play a 2-on-1. That's brutal, man. That's absolutely terrible. Like, what is he even doing? And why did neither Besser nor Lekermacki get the other guy? Both Besser and Lekermacki are to blame on that too. But Quinn Hughes didn't play that well either. Brutal. Can you believe it? I didn't even watch that game, to be honest. Well, that's probably a good thing. Thomas says, learn the rules. The game is a rematch of the 1982 Stanley Cup Finals. Yes, it is, Matt from the future. Tyler Myers leaves it. Palmieri off the post. Tyler Myers left it, and there was a 2-on-0 shorthanded for the Islanders. Thomas says, Go Canucks go. Go Canucks go. Carroll says, power play. Is there any players in this team from the 82 Stanley Cup final match still playing either of the teams now? No. There is not a single one, Jake. You should know that. They'd be ancient. They would be as old as me. Calvin 99 Charlie, Russ is the title or reference to a Weezer song, Say It Ain't Bo? Yes, it is. Say it ain't Bo. Your love is a heartbreaker. Gone with a shot, shoots it wide. Puck comes all the way out, comes to the Islander player, Horvat. Horvat coming out of the box, collecting the puck, puts it back to center. Let's go, Lacker, Vancouver PP. Jake's bad off of PP. Jake takes hockey, laughing and crying. Calvin 99 Charlie, is that how Michael's name? Mikhail. Teddy Bluger tries to put it at the front of the net, couldn't get it to go. Puts it behind the net. Dakota Joshua tries to get over for Bluger, couldn't get it to him. And then Islanders skated out. Holy, says Milosh, shorthanded. Yikes. Damn it, says Matt. Paragraph or yuck, Huggy, not a good pass to Lecker there. Nope. This makes me sick. Damn, says Big Mac. No more PPs. What was that? That was some bad work by Pajot. Goes down like a sack of hammers because Pajot's a little bitch. If any of you didn't know that, Pajot's a little bitch. Classic me, says Jake Segs Hockey. Our power play is going worse. Yeah. No, says Zach. Milosh is just like ... Paragraph Pro, goodness, almost 2 in a row. Yep, another post right after 2. Wait a minute, you have Besser on the ice? He's not even physical. Nice setup, says Mike Torrance. Yeah, beautiful by Tyler Myers just to lay it in there for him. Can you believe that? It was a couple weeks ago where Quinn Hughes scored that goal, and then Tyler Myers came in and scored the same goal. And so then Tyler Myers is like, well, if Quinn can give up a goal shorthanded, so can I. Rare Quinn Hughes mistake. He's allowed to have a few. No! No, Jake, he needs to be perfect. Oh, wait. Nothing is perfect. Personalized. We need EP40 backs as personalized. Yeah, you're probably right, brother. That is old, laughing and crying. Yeah, ancient, really. Nothing is perfect. G is perfect. Russell, I believe Backlund out. It hurts us too. I was mad on our GM how they had Matthews, Kachuk, and Sam Bennett. Let him go. Yep. Losing those 2 players must have hurt. I can't even imagine. I mean, we lost Lindholm and that hurt, and we've lost a few players over the years like that. It's never fun. KJ Brazy, Quinn's been messing up quite a bit, but he's not 100% correct. Yeah, and I think that's probably part of it, KJ, is he's not He's not. Oh my effing God. Major Dow coming in, donating the gifted membership for the Canucks goal. And the worst part is it went to someone who I've never heard of. Who is this? Messier 11? Who is Messier 11? Got a free gifted membership from Major Dow. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Crystal. You have to deal with that singing voice. Big Mac, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say, Big Mac? Personalized. KJ Brazy, Quinn is 100% for what he is going to be. No player is perfect nor gets to their top performance this time of the season. Personal life, I don't think Quinn Hughes is playing at 100%. I think he's injured. I think that's kind of what we're talking about. He's 100% our best player, but I don't think he's 100% healthy. Talk It Logic interviews today and says how dynamic Lekermacki is and needs to find him more ice time. Lowest of any forward in the first with 4:23 played. Yeah, I don't know what the deal with that is. No! Oh my God, who scores? Laugh out loud, Messier, says Major Dow. Take back the gift. Jakes takes Huggy. He played like 9 minutes the other night, had a goal, and we won the game in the shootout. Personalized. So learn this from the Canucks newsroom off the record. Jacob Slavin is being scouted by the Vancouver Canucks. Jacob Slavin, eh? The rest couldn't knock down the puck. He collects it though, beating out the icing, puts it up. Hronek puts it over for Hughes. Hughes spins on the point. Hughes and Hronek switch sides. Hughes stops, high slot, takes a shot. Sorokin makes a save, but the puck drops in front of him. No whistle. The Islanders dump it all the way down the ice. And that's going to be icing. The Islanders freaking out. Jacob Slavin. Is Jacob Slavin a defenseman? Yeah, he's a defenseman. I don't know why. Why would they go after another defenseman? Personalized. Deadly Flames. But I hate the Oilers more than the Canucks. Perfect. See, that's good. Fatality Fisherman 13. Hey, first time here. I'm not much of a chatter, but nice to meet you. Nothing is perfect. Nice to have you, Fatality Fisherman. Number 13 in your programs, number 1 in your hearts. Welcome, brother. Yeah, it's good to have you. We are live during every single Vancouver Canucks game. And so here we are watching your Islanders fighting for a playoff spot. We're also fighting for a playoff spot. So should be interesting to see. Enjoy, even if you're not chatting. It's nice to have you here, buddy. I appreciate it. If you do want, you can always support the channel by hitting that sub button below me, hitting the like button. We're trying to get this number up to 1,000 before the end of the season. And with your help, we absolutely can do that. Shot just goes wide by the Islanders. Fatality, thanks for being here, brother. It's nice to meet you. Hachiko! Thomas says, boo. Messier, number 11, was a player from the Rangers franchise. Ah, the Rangers, eh? He who should not be named. D'Angelo scores. Canucks have fallen apart. Their defensive coverage was just in a spin cycle. The Islanders are spinning like sharks, and they just scored on the Canucks. Hughes is on the ice again for another goal against. I'm really starting to be worried about Quinn Hughes' defensive coverage. There are literally 3 New York Islanders down low and only 2 Canucks. And one of them is Garland. Where is Quinn Hughes? Oh man, I'm starting to get mad at our captain. He is not playing well defensively. I don't care how many goals he scores, man. If you can't defend as a defenseman, then what are you doing out there? You caused the goal shorthanded. Unbelievable. When our best player plays like that, unbelievable. Messier, number 11, is an Oiler affectionately known as Moose. Okay. So he played for the the Oilers and the Rangers, eh? 2-on-1. Demko makes a save, or it might have gone off the side of the net. Major Dow, Messier 11, representing Messier in the Canucks uniform. Slavin would be great. Castle Siege 53. I be in Edmonton to see Stars versus Oilers today. Interesting. Are you from Edmonton, Castle Siege? Or are you from Dallas? No Leon nor Connor. Yeah, should be interesting to see if they can what they can do without their two top players in Edmonton, eh? Yeah, when you lose your two top guys like that, it can be hard to win. Also took Trevor C, then joined the club and destroyed it. Worst nuck ever, Messier. See, I don't remember him playing for the Canucks, Thomas. That's so weird. Learn the rules, says Thomas. Yep. Have fun, Castle. Hopefully Hyman can amuse you. Jacob Slavin or Old Slaves. Slavin is the best D-man for the USA, says KJ. Canucks dump the puck down low. Man, the cameraman is not following the puck. What was he following there? Canucks are now defending again. Besser skates out of his own zone over the blue line. Slips it in. DeBrusk moves in. DeBrusk! Hit the man! Holy cow. DeBrusk, you suck too, bro. Pass right through Demko's crease. Besser collects it at center, dumps it into the Islander zone. Canucks look deflated. They need something to spark this team because right now they do not look like a team who knows anything about what this game is and how they need to win it. Hey, look, my shower did yield 2 goals. Too bad the Islanders got one of them. Don't worry, Gary. The Canucks got scored on shorthanded. LMAO. Swerve Nervin Slavin is like one of the premier defensive defensemen in the league. Okay, so that's why we want him. Brutality, blood. Brutality, blood. Brutality, blood. Connor Garland spins, shoots. Sorokin makes a save on a 2-on-1 with Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes can't play 2-on-1s. Correct, Jakes. Jakes takes hockey. That is absolutely correct. I mean, good thing no McDavid or Draisaitl. That's a good thing for us. Yeah, true. Very true. The ferocious Kiefer Sherwood strikes again on the first goal. Yes, he does. It was a beautiful tip. Too bad they've been scored on twice since. Canucks drove me to gamble hard. Gary Wiseman, our PP shooting the wrong direction. Go figure. F, says Milosh. Swear jar, says KJ. Gary, your shower must have been cold. Next time, take a bath so you can soak in your filth. No time to relax. We got to lock on, says Derek. Thomas, no. Ugh. Crap. Apparently I didn't like the first period, but now I smashed the like button, says Matt. Thank you very much, Matt, from the past. F, WTF, no. It's fine, says Calvin. Trevor Linden. No. Messier, she was the lead actress in Will and Grace. Oh, Messier, yeah. What was her first name? Something Messier? She was the lead actress in Will and Grace. Yeah, you're right. That makes sense, Swervin. KJ Brazy, way to screen your own Tendy there, Heronic. Yeah, he loves doing that. Quinn just having a rough game. Jake, you sound like you're defending Quinn Hughes a lot there. What, do you like him or something? Gamer A, this is ridiculous. Ugh. Can't wait to see the goal visualizer on that one. Canucks need 2 goals quick. Can't hate on Hughes too much. Nope. He's still our best player. Need a response. Put the Leck line out. Quinn is allowed a bad game, but this is not cool. Agreed. No, I am from Dallas. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, so the game's in Dallas. That would make sense then. You get to see the Oilers in Dallas. Lecker needs to score. OMG, O'Connor takes out a teammate and play goes the other way. Classic Canuck luck. Need something. Matt, I remember Messier on Will and Grace. I don't remember who played Will, though. I just know I didn't get a notification saying D'Angelo scored. He needs to leave. Jacob Slavin is a beast defensively, breaks down so many plays, and also never takes penalties. Carlson does well to collect the puck, ring it around. Nobody's there, though. Carlson and Lecker-Mackey go to the puck together. Islanders come in. They'll ring it around behind the net. Demko catches a shot through the crease at head height. Ha! Wasn't going to go net, so they might even call that a shot. Will and Grace, holy LOL. The cameraman just died being drunk, laugh out loud. Yeah, he had a hard time following that puck. Matt, I remember Messier from Lay's Chips. Apparently, Messier was a better actor than he was a hockey player. I hate it when Canucks make me gamble hard, Major. Yeah, blame the Canucks. No, I don't like boys. Major Dow, Jake Six Hockey, Jake Six Hockey, Jake Six Hockey. The game is in Edmonton. Last game was in Dallas. Oh, okay. Tyler Myers taking out the teammate of Bo Horvat so he can get a shot on net, put him right in the net. Deposited him into the net. Jake, I thought you liked me. Heartbroken. Demko makes a save. I think Jake likes Slavin because they share the same name. That could be it too. I do, Hachiko. Jake loves you, Hachiko, says man from the past. It's true, Gary. Too late. I'm telling your girlfriend, Jake, if she even exists at all. She's real. Wow, shade thrown. Hachiko, why so defensive, Jake? Trying to hide something? No. Shot goes wide. Canucks are now up to 7 shots in the period, but I don't think any of them have been very dangerous. Go Leafs, says Zach. Mike Torrance, is it your right hand or your left hand? Canucks have iced the puck. No icing. Must have gone off a stick or something. I need to learn the rules. Oh my gosh. Mr. Rainbow Boy, there's no way nothing is perfect. There has to be something that's perfect. Mr. Rainbow, this is where I'm going to blow your mind. What the sentence means is nothing is perfect. I'm not saying that no thing exists that is perfect. I'm saying that nothing is perfect. So the concept or the idea of nothing is a perfect thing. Another 2-on-1 given up by the Canucks there. Absolutely terrible defensively. Nothing is perfect. Yo, know how it, if you know how it know you're gay, you like boys. No, wink. Yeah, if you're a boy and you like boys, that does make you gay, doesn't it? Deadly Flames, Russell, I got a question for you. For us, what do you think we have to do next season? For me, is we need more players for us. Yep. Joshua puts it between his legs over for Ratu. Ratu tries to put it behind the net. Dakota Joshua following up. Ratu ties up his man. Joshua puts it back to the point. Marcus Pettersson takes a shot. Canucks have the puck loose in front. Comes behind the net. Sherwood collects it. Goes into the corner. Skates back to the point. He's looking over across from Marcus Pettersson, who shoots. And the Canucks tip it in! Marcus Pettersson with a shot for the point. And he gets tipped in front. The Canucks go! Essentially the same play all over again. This time it's Atu Ratu getting recently called up by the Canucks. And the Canucks, in classic Canuck fashion, have given us hope once more and have tied the game. Shot from the point. Chaos in front. Kiefer Sherwood does well. Skates up the boards, up the half boards, puts it across for Marcus Pettersson, and Marcus Pettersson puts it, and then Atu Ratu tips it into the net. What a beauty tip. Oh my goodness. Atu Ratu ties the game. Zorro Rosario. Hello, Russell and everyone on chat. Good time to show up. Zorro Rosario. Milosh. Woo! Matt from the past says goal, 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 goal. I never asked, but do orcas have a name? Yeah. Orca. Matt from the future. Woo! Big Mac. Go, 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 go. Boom. Go, go. Hutchie go. Go, 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 go. Jake Six. Hi, Zorro. Everybody's bullying me. Tell them to stop. Canucks score, says Mohammed. Jake say, Calvin 99 Charlie. Trevor Linden goal. 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 Trevor Linden. Trevor Linden. And then Mr. Rainbow Boy says, Canucks goal. And then Matt says the orca is Finn. Yes. Our orca is named Finn. Jake Six Hockey Rat. Swervin Irvin, let's go. Rome says, hello, Zorro Rosario. Michael Torrance says, woohoo. And Swervin Irvin says, go, 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 go. And then Big Hog Hockey says, bang. And then Muhammad says, go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. And then Gamer A says, always answer back. Party hat face. And then Major Dow with a gifted membership. Gifted membership from Major Dow on the Canucks' second goal of the game. Going out to Mike Torrance chat regular. You love to see it. Thank you very much, Major Dow, for the donation to Dobby's college education. Mike Torrance with the free gifted membership from Major Dow. You love to see it. My man, Paul Dano. Who's Paul Dano? Goal, says Mohammed. Big Hog Hockey. Go, 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 go. And then Zach says 9. Big Hog Hockey says LFG. And then Big Hog says Mike. And then it said Calvin 99 Charlie. That's a good question, Matt. I thought it was Orca has a name or not. Yeah, our Orca is named Finn. Major Dow. Goal. Dobby. Goal. Hey, I like this team again, says Gary Wiseman. Yeah. Sometimes it's easy to like them. Sometimes it's easy to hate them. You know, it happens. Major Dow. Don't know. Hi. Former Islander. Yeah, former Islander. Atu Ratu. Scoring against his old team. Hashtag you love to see it. Deadly Flames. This thing call Demko makes a save. Oh my gosh. Oh man, someone give Hronik a stick. Oh man, the Canucks managed to tip it out to center. Hronik lost his stick. Carlson shoots it and a blocker save from Sorokin and the puck goes over the glass into the netting and we'll get a face off. Carlson with receiving a good pass from Quinn Hughes. Oh, lip reading it. Swear jar. Carlson, that wasn't Swedish. That was a English word that, you know, would get me to have to put money in the swear jar if I said it. Fuck. I mean, Connor Gill, Free Willy popping up on screen. I think he needs to be put in a fishbowl ASAP. That's the thing is there's actually a whole bunch of water behind the bar. And so that's how this guy back here can stay nice and wet. But that also means that Lloyd and Trevor Linden can breathe underwater apparently, right, Trevor? You can breathe underwater, right, buddy? Yeah, he sure can. Cheers, Major, says Mike Torrance. Major Dow, parade scheduled is hectic. I know, right? Booking it, canceling it, booking it, canceling it. Booking it, canceling it, booking it, canceling it. Matt from the past, the orca on your screen in the top left. Oh, the orca on my screen in the top left. Yeah. We haven't really named him yet. We should name him though. Okay, everyone. We're coming up to the end of the second period here. I want you guys to put your name that you think we should name the orca in the top left of my screen over here. This guy right up here. What should his name be? What are we naming the orca? Mike 100%, peace, banana, eggplant, sleeping, cat with hard eyes, and champion. Fatality Stars. Thanks for the stream. I enjoy it. Nothing is perfect. Thanks for being here, Fatality Stars. It's always good to have new people in the chat. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I do see you've changed your picture though. Did you change your name to Fatality Stars from Fatality Islanders? Says Matt. They challenging something? No, they didn't challenge anything. Atu Ratu. At Matt should have named Fanny. That's not bad. Nope, never mind. They're dolphins, but they're called killer whales. Makes sense. Yep. Because people are ignorant. Zach says nice. Emperor King says chilling. Emperor King, you're always chilling. Koala bears. Yeah, my wife made a good point. They're called koala bears, but they're actually marsupials. They're not bears. It's because people just name stuff based on what it looks like. And then scientists showed up and we were like, well, actually, well. Google Paul Dano. That's Atu Ratu's twin. When someone on the internet tells you to Google something, you got to be worried about it. Gone in the corner. Can't come up with the puck, though. Bluger does well. He chipped the puck down low. Drew O'Connor gets into the corner. He comes up with the puck, although he's getting hooked, but comes up with the puck anyways. Back to the point for Tyler Myers. Tyler Myers with a shot. That gets deflected off some shin pads, goes to the corner. Atu Ratu buzzing after his goal, skating to the corner. Falls down, maintains control, though. He's got some help here. Joshua comes in, gets it back to Tyler Myers on the point. He throws it across for Marcus Pettersson, but he gets poke check, and the puck comes out to center. Marcus Pettersson chips it back into the Islanders zone. The Islanders get to center and dump it down. Fast pass up to Sherwood. He skates in. He shoots. Blocker save from Sorokin. Quinn Hughes back on the ice. Don't give the puck away, Quinn. Milosh, damn. Jake Six Hockey Hronik stick really just said, I'm a head out. OMG Hronik. Not his fault, but still. Yeah. Isn't it Hronik? Milkshake dude? Leave swear jar. Yeah, I did swear. Matt, let's pay off the timekeeper. Get him to end the second and skip to the third period so we can guarantee that 1 point now. Laugh out loud. Puck goes out of play. Mike, what? Gary's confused. Mike, can you help him out? Milkshake dude? Linden can breathe on the moon. Yeah, I believe it. He's got powerful lungs. Funk fascia. Jake Six Huggy. Orc the bottle cork. Funk face. Orc the bottle cork. Paul Dano from There Will Be Blood. Finn. Mats. Big Hog. Jake Six Hockey. You want to name the whale Jake Six Hockey? If the Islanders win this game, is bad for us to beat them. Huh. Yeah, if the Islanders win this game, it's bad for us to beat them. Yeah. Blue shirts, we're trying to do our best. Little biases, Jake. We'll do blue shirts. Who scored? I'm back. Atu Ratu. Actually, yeah, nerds pushing up their glasses. Says a guy who wears glasses sometimes. That took a weird bounce off the backboards. Came in front, but luckily Demko got in front before there was a chance. Emperor King, man, we are on the road against the Avalanche. Not looking forward to it. Because you're really good at home and the road is a little rougher for you, eh? Not chilling on the road, Emperor King? I thought you were chilling all the time. Gary Eisen, Thomas, Atu Ratu, tip off MPD shot. Good description, Gary. That's very accurate. Atu Ratu did tip a Marcus Pettersson shot. 1:13 left to go in the second period. Canucks are finishing a line change. Hronik, long pass out to Besser. He tips it, but can't get it past the first Islander player, and the Islanders dump it back down the ice. Just under a minute left now. Quinn Hughes in his own face-off dot in his own zone. Passes over for DeBrusque. Carries it in, dumps it into the corner. Hughes, Suter dumps it back for Besser, who banks it off the boards, back for Hronik. Puts it back down low, but it gets stopped. Chopped back down low. Suter tries to come up with it, but he can't. The Islanders chop it over to their own half boards. 34 seconds left to go in the second period. Tyler Myers collects it in his own zone. He puts it off the boards. Canucks put it to the middle. DeBrusque over for, the Canucks score! Oh my goodness, late in the second period, the Vancouver Canucks have taken the lead. Was that Derek Forbort? Was it Derek Forbort? Boo! It was Derek Forbort. She was like, is it? Is it? No, she was like, what is wrong with you? Why are you yelling at me? And I'm like, I'm sorry. Nah, she's used to it. You're like Emperor King. You're just chilling. Can you believe that? Jake DeBrusque. And then Forward joins the rush and shoots it right under the glove of Sorokin. What a shot from Forward to put the Canucks in the lead at the very end of the period. Can you believe that? Can you? Woo, says Milosh. LFG, says KJ. Matt from the past says, goal, 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 goal. Jake takes hockey, says, anyways, Canucks scored. Oh my gosh. Islanders drive to the net, getting one last chance. 5 seconds left to go now. Mohammed says, Canucks score! And that's the end of the period. Second intermission. Big Mac, boom, 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 boom. Goal, 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 boom. Holy shit. Goal, 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 goal. Thomas says, Trevor Linden, goal, Trevor Linden, goal, Trevor Linden, goal, Trevor Linden, goal, Trevor Linden, goal. Goal, says Mohammed. Gamer says, yes, sir. And then Hachiko says, goal, 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 goal. And Calvin 99 Charlie says, Trevor Linden, goal, Trevor Linden, goal, Trevor Linden, goal, Trevor Linden, goal, Trevor Linden. And then Calvin 99 Charlie says, Jake, forward. And Mike Torrance says, woohoo. And then Messier 11 says, forward. And then Muhammad says, go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. And then Swerve Nerd says, who's the man? Who's the man? And then Jake Takes Hockey says, forward. And then Emperor King says, nice forward, a former King player. Ooh, former King scoring. You love to see it. Go, 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 go. Jake's favorite word. Let's go, says Milosh. And then Big Hog says, let's LFG. And then Calvin 99 Charlie says, now we need Garland to score. And then Jake Takes Hockey says, it really is, laugh out loud, points at Horvat. Is this your king? And then Rod's like, go, 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 go. And then Major Dow shows up with the gifted membership going out. And it goes out to Gary Wiseman, the funniest man in chat, getting the free gifted membership from Major Dow. You love to see it. Thank you very much, Major Dow, for donating to Gary's membership to get Dobby through college. English is hard. Gary Wiseman. Hey, Jake, trying to be mean against next period. Maybe we'll score. Thanks, Major Dow, says Gary. Forward for the Norris. Heck yeah. Gary Wiseman using those new gifted emojis. Go, 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 go. Someone has to deal with the bot comments on Sportsnet videos, but all that aside, goal! All right, kids. So as I mentioned, we have a video that we're going to watch today. That is produced by a channel called NHL Line Combo. I actually do have a picture to show you guys, but I didn't get it preset. So let's get that set up for you guys right now. I'll just bring it up so you guys can have a look to see what his channel actually looks like. I reached out to him. So just so everyone knows this, I have cleared this with him. So I wanted to make sure that you guys got a chance to, yeah, here it is. So this is what his channel looks like. So this is NHL Line Combo. He runs a channel, as I mentioned. He does videos about NHL line combos, the famous ones, the not so famous ones. But as you can see, he's got 592 subscribers. He's got about 36 videos right now, lots of different ones on there. So go check it out. But I did reach out to him and said, hey man, I'd love to feature your video because he did do a cool video about the Vancouver Canucks. So without further ado, I want you guys to enjoy this episode of NHL Line Combo, and this one's called The Sedins and Anson Carter.
Early 2000 Sedin twins, possibly too slow and too weak for the NHL, until the right line mate came along and helped facilitate a breakout season. Henrik and Daniel Sedin, one of hockey's most amazing stories. Two identical twins, both worthy of high draft picks, by the same team thanks to some maneuvering by GM Brian Burke. One, a brilliant playmaker, and the other, a lethal sniper. A perfect match both genetically and professionally. Hall of Famers to both only play for one franchise their entire careers and their jerseys retired side by side. Really, it's Hollywood script type of stuff. But it wasn't always this way. In fact, the story had some Canuck executives and fans wondering if this script was headed for a disastrous ending. You have to go back to before the Sedins were really the Sedins. Selected in the 1999 draft and debuting in their age 20 seasons, the Twins struggled their first 3 years in the league, both averaging under 36 points a game and failing to really produce the secondary scoring the franchise had hoped for, behind their high-powered top line, the West Coast Express. With the amount invested ensuring Henrik and Daniel came together to Vancouver, and the hype surrounding it, local media definitely had their worries after the Sedins' mediocre offensive performance. Non-stop questions of their foot speed, strength, and toughness led to them being crudely referred to as the Sisters, as patience was wearing thin for the highly touted duo. They even occasionally got booed on home ice. Patience was also wearing thin for head coach Mark Crawford, who often relegated the Sedins to third-line minutes with line mates such as Trent Klatt and Jason King. Shout out to the tremendously nicknamed Mattress line, featuring 2 twins and a king. In the 2003-2004 season, the Twins showed improvement, although still short of expectations, scoring 54 and 42 points, despite limited ice time. However, the opportunity to build on their performance was halted by a lockout, costing the NHL an entire season. While progress was halted in North America, the Sedins continued their development at home, playing the entire season for Modo. Sweden gave the Twins an opportunity to sharpen their skills without pressure, and as the NHL resumed play, Canucks general manager Dave Nonis gave them a new line mate, Anson Carter. Anson Carter at this point had a rough few years, struggling at the end of the 2002-2003 season in New York and eventually being traded twice in the 03-04 campaign. It had been a while since Ace was putting pucks in the net consistently. With uncertainty around what he had left in the tank and a newly installed salary cap, Carter, now 31 years old, signed a 1-year deal for $1 million. But even with his recent down seasons, make no mistake about it, Anson Carter was by far the most established scorer the Sedins had ever skated with up until this point. While it had been a while, and some may have forgotten, Anson Carter was a hell of a hockey player. Between Boston and Edmonton from 1999 until 2003, Anson Carter skated comfortably in the top 6, averaging 19-plus minutes a night, and scoring around 23 goals and 50 points, pacing at 28 goals and 60 points over 82 games in that span. Now in Vancouver, Anson Carter had to be hopeful that the Sedins' skill would help rekindle that scoring touch and get his career back on track. And on the flip side, the Sedins needed Carter's confidence and leadership both on and off the ice to finally show what they could do. And that's exactly what happened. To start the season, the trio opened up as the second line and were fairly productive. In the first 16 games, Henrik scored 13 points, Daniel 10, and Carter 7. Nothing crazy, but impressive considering they only played a shade over 14 minutes. Surely in order to take the next step, more ice time in crucial situations was needed. Interestingly enough, back in July during the lockout, that was the very topic the Twins agent J.P. Barry contacted general manager Dave Nonis to discuss. With a sense of urgency at a fragile situation, Dave Nonis and hard-nosed head coach Mark Crawford flew to London to meet their highly touted, yet depreciating assets to discuss an opportunity for more ice time and responsibility. To be clear, the Sedins did not demand it, but wanted an opportunity to earn it. And they also wanted clarification if they were truly a good fit with the franchise before signing back with the Canucks. Ian McIntyre of Sportsnet has a great in-depth article on the meeting that I will link below. We had been struggling for so many years when we didn't seem to be able to take that next step, Henrik explained. We felt like we wanted more responsibility, and we wanted them to know that too, that we felt that we could contribute more. We wanted to show that we wanted to take the next step here, Daniel said. For Mark, who had been with us for so long, I think he needed to hear that. Fast forward to mid-November, slowly but surely the Sedins started to get more ice time. Still having some 14, 15-minute games here and there, but also sprinkling in 18 and 20-minute performances depending on the game situation. But while the off-season meeting with the Canucks management was crucial to ensure the Twins had a path to success, it was Anson Carter during the season that made sure they followed through with it. Daniel Sedin explained in his Hall of Fame inductions.
Anson Carter, you taught us to take ownership of our play. I still remember you dragging us in to watch video of our power play, or things we need to do better as a line. You want us to be the go-to guys, an attitude I took with me the rest of my career. Don't leave it up to someone else. Take the initiative. Great lessons for us as young players, great lessons for life too.
He also gave them some savvy veteran advice when dealing with their demanding head coach. Thomas Drance of The Athletic quoted this story from Anson Carter. "We'd go tic-tac-toe and wouldn't finish. Maybe we hit the post or the crossbar, and Crawford would go, 'I can't believe you three. Get your heads out of your ass, sharpen up.' And then the West Coast Express would go down the ice, miss the net by 50 feet, and it was crickets. So we'd go down the ice again, same exact thing, beautiful passing play, and he'd yell at us again. So I look over at Danny and Hank, and they're sort of cowering, and I would say, 'Fellas, what are you doing?' And one of them responded, 'Ace, this guy is all over us.' And I told them, 'Danny, Hank, this guy isn't yelling at us. He's yelling at the West Coast Express, but he's afraid to yell at those guys, so he's taking it out on us.' I told them to trust me. Let's just go play our game, and we'll be totally fine." Anson Carter brought flair to the combo with his toughness, swagger, and fiery fist pumps. But most importantly, he encouraged the Twins to not deviate from what made them great prospects: their hockey telekinesis, the dominant down-low, give-and-go, puck possession game. Usually reserved for larger players to grind down defensemen, the Sedins' ability to endlessly and seemingly effortlessly cycle and create for each other and constantly find open space, and in this case, create for Anson Carter as well. The 25-year-old Sedins and Anson Carter were now viewed as legit and consistent scoring threats for the first time in their careers, and more importantly, Mark Crawford counted on them. If you're enjoying this video, please hit the subscribe button for more deep dives into some famous and not so famous line combinations in hockey history. Also check out my Instagram page for additional content. At the start of the 2005 season, the Sedin Twins questioned whether they even belonged in the NHL. But by the end of the year, they took the first steps that eventually progressed into Hall of Fame careers. Daniel Sedin went from skating 13 minutes to 16 minutes and 40 seconds and jumped from 54 points to 71, while, and maybe most importantly, showing that newfound confidence, firing 204 shots on net, second on the Canucks, up from the previous year's 153. Henrik Sedin increased his ice from 14 minutes to 17 and 75 points, up from the previous year's 42. The 75 points placed the gifted playmaker second on the Canucks behind captain Marcus Naslund, and his 57 assists was the 13th most in the league. While the narrative has been the Sedins made Anson Carter, which clearly isn't the case from his previous production in Boston and Edmonton, an argument can be made that it had a mutually beneficial effect, with Carter having a profound impact on the Sedins' breakout season. He gelled and, more importantly, accentuated what they did best, versus a common alternate scenario of younger linemates trying to adjust to the veterans' game. Ace went on to have a remarkably efficient career-high 33 goals in only 14 minutes of ice time. And even more amazing, he finished with 22 assists along with those 33 goals, which happens to be his line mates' numbers. That's some freaky twin stuff there. I believe the narrative of the Sedins making Carter really came from him leaving the franchise while looking for a raise off of his only season in Vancouver, which, to be honest, he was entitled to. Unfortunately for Carter, he misread the market and left the comfort of proven chemistry with the improving Sedins and signed late with the offensively starved Columbus Blue Jackets, and later traded to Carolina before retiring. Years later, Anson Carter claimed race played a part in Vancouver not offering more money to stay. I'm not sure I'd agree with that statement since they offered him a contract in the first place, and although it wasn't a big raise, they did reportedly try to keep him for another season. I believe Carter over the years has grown bitter about the narrative surrounding his time with the Sedins, and I'm glad they were gracious in their Hall of Fame coverage to mention Carter as a big part of their development, because I believe he was. As far as the Canucks, the master plan to have an elite top six with the West Coast Express finally happened, but in reality, by the end of the 05-06 season, the Sedins started to replace the once dominant line and officially took over the following year, before becoming the Super Twins later with unlikely linemate Alex Burrows. We'll be sure to cover that one in the future. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more line combo content.
What do you guys think? Pretty good, right? I follow into his channel a little bit. Some cool stuff on there. So yeah, go check out NHL Line Combo. NHL Line Combo. And yeah, check him out. Go make sure you give him a sub. Tell him that Nothing Is Perfect sent you. I would appreciate it because then he knows that he actually got some views on here. So go give him his channel some love. Give him some subscribers because he is also struggling to get his number up as high as possible. But yeah, I thought you guys would like that since it is a Canucks inspired video against one of the greatest Canucks lines of all time, and it was really where the Sedins got their very first taste of success. So yeah, go check out NHL line combo on YouTube. Okay, thanks guys. I hope you enjoyed that. The other thing I wanted to show you guys was I think it was Swerve and Irvin saying that Atu Ratu looks like Paul Dano. So I've pulled up pictures of both of them. And I think he might have a case. I think there's a chance that Swerve and Irvin might have a case and is not just a crazy person. So there's Atu Ratu. Are you ready? Here's Paul Dano. Atu Ratu. Paul Dano. We can kind of see it, you know? I think, yeah, you're right. Look at that face. I think the hair is a little bit different. I think Paul Dano has got a little bit darker hair. But face-wise, like, man, definitely could be a doppelganger. It's pretty wild, right? Ah, Fatality Fisherman. You're also, yeah, Fatality Stars is my wife. I need her Fatality Stars because she is my star. I told her to say hey to you. Is that not super cute? There's a husband and wife in chat, and his name is Fatality Fisherman, and his wife is Fatality Star because she is his star. My wife is troubleshooting the printer, so poor thing. I just changed the ink for the first time in like 3 months. Jake Stakes Hockey, thank goodness I got to see Derek Forbort score his first goal with the Canucks. Who wants to tell him? Who wants to tell him? Sorry, Jake Stakes Hockey. It was the second goal. Intermission got more relaxing. Major Dow Dono hype. And then Messier 11's just like swear jar. And then Gary's like, now you got the cool emojis. Yep, will do, Gary. Gary, get the cool emojis now. Jake's, he scored the other game, didn't he? Yeah, he sure did. But I let Jake dream for a little bit. Okay, back to the bar. Damn, Jake got us into Forbort laugh out loud. Forbort. Forbort. Oh my goodness. KJ Brazy, Dobby. Dobby. Dobby, Dobby, Dobby. Come here. Come on, say hello. Come. How are you going to get up there, huh? Come on over here. Oh, yes. Oh, oh yes. Yes. Every time he comes on screen, he just like flops right into frame, right? Like, isn't it ridiculous? Isn't this little boy ridiculous, huh? Hello, Dobby. How are you so far this fine evening, huh? Are you having a good day? Are you having a nice, fantastic day, my nice boy? Oh, yes, he is the nicest boy ever. Oh, look at him tuck his little face under my chin. He's such a sweet little nice boy, huh? He's so sweet. Are you going to say something to the people? What would you say to them if you could? Bring me salmon. Bring me bacon. Bring me beef. I want it all. Right, Dobby? That's what you would say? If you could speak English? Okay, it is She Loves on net on the bench. So She Loves is backing up. Lankinen is still hurting. Puck has been dropped for the third period of play. And I will give you a countdown once it's back on the screen. Oh, yes. 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35. There's your countdown of play in the third period, huh? Oh, yes. As many times when we're on stream, Dobby is ready for a nap. Oh, yes, who's the sweetest little nugget? He is the sweetest little nugget. Oh, Canucks get a 2-on-2, but a good defensive play by the Islanders to break it up. Canucks come back and they score! Puck gets turned over and Teddy Blueger turns around and shoots the puck into the net. I don't think the goalie was ready. The puck got turned over at the last second. They just pulled the Canucks, and now the Vancouver Canucks and Teddy Blueger have the lead by 2 goals. Connor Gallen, great job to get that down low for Blueger. I didn't give him enough credit on that play. Fighting with Palmieri at the top of the crease, puts it down low. Teddy Blueger's got double coverage on. Noah Dobbs and Ann Pellick are both there, but standing right in between them, he just rips it far side on Sorokin. And the Canucks, early in the third period, have taken the 2-goal lead, making it 4-2. Dobby, look at that face. Thomas says, good, Dobby. And Matt says, Dobby. And Big Hog says, Dobby. And Big Hog says, get him off the string. Filling in for Hachiko. Cameron, Don, Allen, Zachary, McNally, Leafs 25. Hi, bud. And then Big Mac says, Dobby. And then KJ says, Dobberton, Dobby. And Thomas says, Go Canucks Glow. And then Messier 11 says, go! And then KJ says, scores! Coach Rob Willy says, goal! And Thomas says, Dobby. And KJ says, Blueger! And then Carmen says, Zach, happy belated birthday to you. Oh, yes, I forgot. I never seen for you, Zach. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Zachary. McNally, Leafs 25. Happy birthday to you. And then Major Dow showing up with another gifted membership. This one going out to Michael LeBlanc, watching from the shadows today. Nice to see you again, Michael. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Major Dow, for the gifted membership to Dobby's college education. And congratulations to Michael LeBlanc. You'll now be able to take control of those custom emojis. You'll get the membership badge beside your name. And also, you will get priority reads on comments in the chat. Woo, says Milosh. Emperor King says, go! And then Matt says, go. And then IDK says, W, little W. And then Thomas says, go. And Big Mac says, go. Boom, go. And then KAlvin99 Charlie says, Big Hog, remember what I said about glazing? You're doing it now, laugh out loud. Canucks score, says Mohammed. Swerve Irvin, he's a generational Derek. How many Dereks do you know? Kevin99 Charlie, it's like Trevor Linden goal. Trevor Linden. And then Mohammed's like, go. And then Gamer's like, wow. And then Zach's like, go. And then Matt from the future is like, woo. And then Mike Torrance is like, woohoo. And then Big Hog's like, goal, bang. Go. Go Canucks go. And then Mohammed's like, go Canucks go. And then Big Hog's like, Blueger. And then Swerve and Irvin's like, there's a new 53 in town, Jack. Oh, puck goes wide off the end boards, comes out front. Veronica does a good job to clear it out. O'Connor does well to just carry it into the zone and take his time waiting for help to arrive. Blueger now battling in there, trying to take the puck away. Oh, gets past Garland. Islanders battling it out to center. Good back check by Garland to dislodge the puck for Marcus Pettersson. Puts it up for O'Connor. Up to Blueger, and Blueger misses it, and it goes down into the zone. LFG! Swerve and everyone's like, go. Thomas Roenick's like, Dobby goal. And then Big Hog's like, snipe, my God. And Atu Ratu battling on the blue line manages to get it up for Sherwood, who carries it out into the Islander zone, takes a shot, goes off a skate and over the boards. That puck went from being an object of play to being a souvenir, John. And then Scrawford's like, thank you, Dobby. Hey, Dobby, thank you. We're going to give you credit for the Bluger goal. Gary Wiseman, Bluger and Suter are so clutch. We're getting so much value out of these two. Yep, but not for long because Suter's a free agent. Oh, they put the other goalie in. So Sorokin's been pulled. B-Dog, what a steal. What a setup. Yeah, Connor Garland being ferocious down there like a gargoyle. Connor Gargoyle Garland. And Stone's like, woo! And then Mr. Rainbow Boy's like, Teddy Bluger. They're eating Cheetos on the bench. Jelly. Are they eating Cheetos on the bench? B-Dog, who called 6-2? Nice, Major, says Gary Wiseman. Don't know hype. What a goal, says Shannon. Welcome, Shannon. Nice to have you. LFG, Santa, Matt, happy birthday, says Matt from the past. Hey, Roy pulled their goalie. Happy birthday, says Coach Rob Willy. Rome says Shannon. Hello, Shannon and Charlie. Big Hog Hockey, we may not have Horvat, but at least the Blue Jays have Bo Bichette for this season. Almond steals the puck, carries it down low, gets into the corner, battling. Leckermacki into support. He gets the puck over to Carlson, who chips it over for Almond. Almond brings it around behind the net. Carlson tries to get it in front for Leckermacki. He can't get it to go, gets blocked. And then he gets double teamed behind the net and loses the puck. And the Islanders launch it out to center. Quinn Hughes collects it in his own zone. Fatality starts. Have a good night and stream. I'm off to bed. Go Islanders for my hubby. Thanks for being your Fatality star. That's it's a very cute story between you two. Good. It's fun to hear that these couples are hanging out and watching games together. Have a good sleep. Sweet dreams, says Gary. Get it? Bo and Bo? Fair enough, Big Hog. You rhymed Bo with Bo. That's a rhyme, right? Even though it's the same word. My bad, Calvin. And thanks for dropping in, says Gary. Calvin99 Charlie, doing good. Thanks. Dan Carlo, we're actually beating Bo Horvat. Swerve Irvin. My middle name is Derek. Swervin Derek Irvin. Bring back JT Miller. Kempter Canucks would agree, says Shannon. Yeah, he definitely would be happy. He'd get more use out of those Miller jerseys. Quinn Hughes gets double teamed and loses the puck in the corner. Shot deflected. Demko makes the save. Quinn Hughes battling in the corner. Gets the puck over and then trips a man. Yes, Hughes is going to the box. Dan Carlo, good call. Maybe we don't want Bo after all. Thank you, says Zach. You're very welcome, buddy. I don't think I sang to you the other day. It was the day before your birthday, I think. And I didn't see you in chat, so I didn't want to waste the song if you weren't here. So I wanted to wait till you were here. There's also the other version, which is happy, happy birthday, Zachary, dear. Happy days will come to you all year. If I had a wish, then it would be a happy, happy birthday to you from me. That's a good one too, right? Man, I love Sherwood, says KJ. I'm looking for Sarah O'Connor. I'm looking for Sarah O'Connor. Bye-bye, Sorokin. I renew my memberships if you call the rest of the period like a hacky American baseball commentator. I don't think I know the baseball commentator well enough, but I imagine there would be a whole lot of this talking through the nose. Matt, oh, like Brockmire. If you see that show, it's Hank Azaria. Zachary, funny. Gary Wiseman, now that we're up by 2, seems like talk is giving the AHLers a bit more ice time. Tom is like, learn the rules. Matt from the past, very bad day for Quinn. Oops. Demmer! Big Mac, he blew a tire. Bench Quinn Hughes, says Charlie. Big Hog Hockey, no! Is the printer working now? Rod, says Trevor Linden. Castle Siege, Russell Oilers fans chirping me. Say we beat you, we'll see, just wait. Yeah. Holmstrom essentially steps on Quinn Hughes' stick and gets a penalty call for it. BS call. What's the problem? Can you send a copy of the picture to me? The copy of the picture that you want to print, and then I'll try and print it. Just email it to me or whatever. Oh, man. You can just email it to me right now and I'll print it for you. Islanders getting a really good chance to start their power play, but put the puck wide. Teddy Bluger takes a slow roll and flips it down the ice on the Islander goalie, who fires it all the way back up, trying to catch the Canucks changing. But the Canucks managed to get back in time and flip the puck all the way back down the ice. Calvin 99 Charlie can't remember the last time the Canucks made the other team pull their goalie. It's okay. He earned some rest time. Mike Torrance. KJ Brezzi. It was my birthday on March 12th versus the Flames. KJ, did I sing to you? Happy birthday, KJ, dear. Happy days will come to you all year. If I had a wish, then it would be a happy birthday to you from me. Ah. There you go. Happy belated. Canucks dump the puck down the ice once more. Go Canucks, go! Pound it! Old man now. Big PK! 32, says KJ Brazy. At least Quinn got an assist. The late Vince Scully. Exactly, Rome. That's why I said it. Laugh out loud. 28. Ooh, turn to 28, eh, Zach? Canucks moving on a 3-on-2. The Islanders get back to muck it up, though. Let's go, says Milosh. Hughes gave his A game for Makar and the Avs. Oh no, Pajot just took it in the face, I think. Poor guy. Yeah, a little bit of, oh yeah, there's a decent amount of blood on the ice there. I think it went off his, oh no. Patterson just shot it right into his face. That's not good. Well, they're getting him to the locker room, so Pajot will hopefully get the repairs that he needs. Shannon, nothing is perfect. What you got into live streams as Coach Robbie wants me to try to do a Canucks stream. Oh, Shannon, there's a lot of crazy things that you got to do. If you have like a cell phone, you can literally stream off of a cell phone, which is a possibility. As long as you have your YouTube app, you have to go through a little bit of process. Yeah, I can't get it to work right now, boo. "32's that's prime age," says Rod. No, it's just it is my fault because I haven't fixed it yet. That's why I was trying to fix it right now. I'm surprised anyone wants Bo back. What about you? What you talking about? Old, laughing and crying. He skated into it. Talk won't give Quinn's a break, so he took a penalty to get a breather. That's true, Gary. It's like, man, he won't let me off the ice. Shot gets blocked, and then the Islanders chip it out to center ice. Canucks try to get it out, but can't get it. Flips it up to the blue line, but can't get that out. Puck comes in. Demko makes a save. The refs called it a nice high stick, and the Islander players are not happy about it. Sezika's throwing a hissy fit now. Gary, straight facts. Need some water. No, I didn't tell chat. It was my B-day. Laugh out loud. Well, you got your birthday song today then. How do you get all the neat graphics? So the website that I use to do all my graphics is called Uno Overlays. That's this website right here. So I've got controls for all of my stuff. So for example, like I've got the scoreboard here. But I would say the best thing that you should do is to just Google Uno Overlays. And then there's some YouTube videos and stuff like that that can help you set it up. But I use OBS as well, which is my main software that I use. But yeah. If you have just a phone, you're not going to be able to do the same kind of graphics that I'm doing because I've got 3 screens right now. Pajot got smoked by the puck. Yeah, best PK in the NHL, nothing to worry about. Smoke a bowl for me anyway. Bros is KJ. I'll smoke that bowl of Cheerios like crazy. Damn, says Big Hog Hockey. Oops, missing some teeth and a hat and a funky nose now. Hockey face only a mother can love. Big Hog Hockey, you can take one to the face, Swervin. The hockey smile when they got no teeth left. Why is Russ gone silent? I was trying to fix a printer. I'm back now. Laugh out loud, says Big Hog Hockey. Russ is rolling a blunt. Laugh out loud. No sound. He has dozed off. Russ is a robot. Big Hog, I repeatedly remind you that I am not, in fact, a robot. KJ, he's rolling one up. Something's definitely malfunctioned. That definitely looks like he's rolling face. Printer issues, yeah. Slow pitch. Or maybe a bunt or two. Rip, never mind. I play slow pitch during the summer. I told you Ratu would score against his old team before the start of the game. Says Rod. You did call it. No Borneo in the house. Shannon, I love watching baseball in the summer. Swerve and Irvin, learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules. But yeah, our band has a team that goes to certain places for tourneys. I don't go anymore because I have kids and getting old. Children always getting in the way, eh? The Diddy guy is back, says Gary. Yep. Summer baseball is the best, says KJ. Yep. go down to Softball City, have some dirty beer, play some baseball, get a sunburn, pee pants to Seekus. Milosh casting shade. No, how old are you? Curious. I think he's 17. Dodgers look scary this year. Yeah, they got even better and they just won. So Dakota Joshua drops it over for, throws it on goal. Sherwood collects it. He puts it down low. Dakota Joshua behind the net, coming up with it. Puts it out front for Sherwood. He gets upended. Couldn't get a shot off. Islanders get it out. Quinn Hughes at the blue line skates it in. Sherwood going hard to the net. He tips it. Ooh, and the goalie couldn't cover it. Canucks controlling again. Quinn Hughes, high slot, puts it down low for Tyler Myers. Tyler Myers, shoot, gets blocked. 17 says, no, I was right. Has to be a teenager, laugh loud. Thanks for beating the Islanders. Knew it, says KJ. DeBrusk waits to get his teammates on side, then moves into the Islanders' corner. Skates away from his man. Suter puts it back to the point for Marcus Pettersson. Marcus Pettersson puts it over for Myers, who puts it wide. My goodness, Marcus Pettersson with another shot towards the net. That one might have gone off the side of the net. Canucks controlling well in the Islanders zone. Suter puts it off the side of the net now off a pass from Besser. Marcus Pettersson puts it down low for Suter. Suter tips it into the corner for DeBrusk. DeBrusk skates up the half boards, puts it down low to the half boards for Besser. Besser puts it far side. Tyler Myers skates in the, takes a shot from the faceoff dot. That one gets blocked and goes to the side. And the Islanders get it out to center and clear it down the ice. Brock Besser's last man back, so he'll collect the puck. If anyone is on the island, go watch the Harbor Cats. Laugh out loud. Demmer, says Rod. No shade. He's so dang good. OMG. Was it his left dem or his right co? Which saved it? The dem or the co? Forbert loses the puck. Sezika's behind the net. Playing with a bee in his bonnet after he was mad at the referee for calling a high stick. Demko with a glove save. 4-2, 6:57 left to go in the third period. The shots are 24 Canucks, 25 for the Islanders. So the Canucks have reeled in the Islanders for when it comes to shots. We got to keep the score up. The score, ain't that right? Yeah, Derek. More goals, more goals, more goals for the Canucks. Let me be specific. KJ Brazy, I didn't mean that as an insult. No, my bad. Nah, you're good. Laugh out loud. Gamer A, Demko deserves a big goaltender award. Yeah. 4-2 full time from Germany. How's it going, Tip? Tip Mixath Kalman. Tip Mixath Kalman. Welcome to the stream, brother. Are you watching the Canucks game versus the Islanders? Are you watching all the way over from Germany? Das ist gut, ja. Das ist sehr gut. Ich spreche klein Deutsch sehr. I think that means I speak very little German. That's my best attempt. Well, welcome to Chat Tip. Always good to have new people in. Enjoy the chat. Lots of crazy kids here to chat with. And if you haven't yet, hit that sub button so we can get this number up to 1,000 before the end of the season. I would appreciate it. We are live during every single Vancouver Canucks game, so welcome. Welcome from Germany. You might yet to see our other German Canucks fan who's German Canucks Nation. Joshua skates onto the puck in the Islanders zone. Sherwood tripped going to the net. Joshua in front, takes a shot, goes wide. Matt from the past, Demko can get his name in small print underneath Hellebuck on the Vezina again. We never get a tripping call, says KJ Brazy. Noah says, F the Dodgers, let's go Yankees. We are cheering for the Dodgers here on Nothing is Perfect. They are the Vancouver Dodgers. Playing hockey while tripping would be wild. Puck all the way down in the Vancouver zone. Forbort turns and doesn't look and just fires the puck, giving it away. But O'Connor comes back and supports his man, sidesteps a player, skates fast in the other zone, puts it into the corner, past the referee. Islanders collect the puck on the other side. Garland jumps over the net, collects the puck, puts it back to the point. Elias Pettersson puts it down for Garland in the corner. Connor Garland stops on the half board, skates down low again, loses the puck. The Islanders bring it to the corner. Can't do anything clean with it, though. O'Connor harassing his man. Gets his stick chopped out of his hand. No call. Too bad the Blues don't lose. Yeah, it is true. So apparently when Atu Ratu was 16, scouts were projecting him to be a high pick in the 2021 draft. Obviously, he had a pretty big fall from grace. Yeah. Brock Besser chips it out. 4:52 left to go in the third period. Hogberg is the goalie for Islanders. Hogberg now. Demko makes a save. Suter getting a call for hooking. Uh-oh. KJ Brazy, I've played basketball on acid. Do not recommend. My finger was never the same. Oh, no. Did you end up chewing off your own finger? Blues are too hot, says Gamer A. Yeah. Still only 22 years young. Yep. You're too hot, says Big Hog. Laugh out loud. Nothing is perfect. How are the Blues, Utah, and Flames? Well, let's have a look. Currently in the standings, the Utah Hockey Club is 3 points behind us. Calgary is 1 point ahead of us. And the Blues are 5 points ahead of us, but they have played 2 more games. The Calgary Flames have played 1 less game, and they are ahead of us by 1 point. So it is dire straits right now. Are the Blues playing tonight? Shannon, no, the Blues are not playing tonight. The Devils and the Blackhawks are playing. The Stars and the Oilers are playing, like Castle was saying earlier. And then Bruins versus Ducks as well. So only 4 games in the NHL tonight. Nothing that can affect the Canucks standings other than the Canucks playing. So if the Canucks win tonight, they can move ahead of Calgary, but then they will have played 2 more games than Calgary. No, 27 rings. Carmen, Don, Allen, I just popped on quick to say hi, bud. See you again. Nice to see you, Carmen. Thanks for stopping by. Cheers. Cheers, Carmen. Thanks for stopping by. Gamer 8 tomorrow against the Preds, I think. Yeah, there it is. Blues versus Predators tomorrow. Unfortunately. Back to the bar. Fuck yeah, Noah. Yankees. Messier 11. Noah is Will Borgen years old. I guess that's how you could put it. Rod, Don Taylor reference. Rod would make a Don Taylor reference, I feel like. Carmen, Don, Allen, Zachary, Leafs. See you soon, bud. Yeah. Suter getting a stick into the gloves. Wonder how early Roy is going to pull his goalie. Well, they got a power play now with 4:41 left to go. I don't think he'll do it. Well, you never know. Maybe he will pull it on this power play. If the Canucks can't get control of the puck, then I feel like Patrick Waugh might pull his goalie early. Thanks, Big Hog. Kent McGuire, go Nucks. That's the kind of score I like to see. And God, no, don't bring back Bo. Never, no problem. Thomas, I'm sorry, but I like the line up cheaper and playing harder. It is a cheap lineup right now. Lots of AHL guys out there. Tyler Myers collects the puck behind his own net, flips it out all the way down the ice. Oh, they have pulled the goalie officially now. So 4 minutes left to go. Minute and 17 left to go. Spreche ze Deutsch. 9. And Tip's just like laughing at my attempt to speak German. Nix sehr gut. Hit to the numbers. Wow. Spreche. Ich spreche. Klein is small, right? I think Klein is small. Good. Sehr gut. Thank you. It's nice to have people from all over the place watching the stream. It's very cool. I took German in high school, so I know like the very limited stuff. Mein Name ist Russell. Ich habe einen Schweinsfeste und einen Bruder. Mein Vater ist David und mein Mutter ist Wendy. That's pretty much all I know. And then I also know Du bist ein Schweinhund. Da habe einen Kleinkopfseher. So I know how to like introduce myself and then tell them that they're a pig dog with a small head. So that's all I know. Shannon. Ooh, centering pass. Guy misses on the one timer. Puck comes all the way down the ice with 27 seconds left to go in the power play. Shannon, I'm wondering what Canuck Clay predicted for the score today. If the Canucks stay at 4-2, Canuck Clay will be bang on the score. Demko collects it behind his own net, puts it to the corner. Islanders try to collect it, but Sherwood comes up with the puck. He loses it though. The Islanders come back up with the puck. Still on the power play, 6-on-4. Suter's out of the box, so it's just a 6-on-5 now. He'll come right back into the play. DeClaire puts it down low. Horvat in the corner. Tries to put it in front. That one gets deflected by O'Connor. And he hits Bo Horvat, but Horvat manages to get it behind the net. Now the Canucks are trying to recollect the puck. Horvat puts it out front. Back down for Horvat in the corner. 2:14 left to go in the third period. Still an empty net for the Islanders. Did this bro just say Will Borgen? Yes. Das Boot. Yeah, Das Boot. What a joke. Another big kill. O'Connor takes a minute. Suter, Sherwood. Sherwood shoots and scores on the empty net. That's got to do it, kids. The Vancouver Canucks kill off the penalty and in the same little bit of time manage to take the lead. Good job by Drew O'Connor. Pausing, not just firing it down the ice, seeing the situation, putting it up for Suter, who also takes his time, makes a good pass, 2-on-1 on the empty net. You know that's going to go in the net. The Vancouver Canucks have taken a 5-2 lead, and Canuck Clay will just have to deal with the fact that he got the score wrong. Peter Forsberg is his dad. Niels Hoglander is his mom. PK again. Short, empty netter. BS PK. The Blues need to fack off, says Calvin 99 Charlie. Trevor Linden. Joe Sakic, it was my favorite player. Burnaby Joe. We need Joe Sakic as our GM. His track record is amazing. Swear jar. Woo! Says Milosh. And then Messier 11 says empty netter. And then Coach Rob Willy says goal. And then Deadly Flame says paragraph bro. Hey Dustin from a Flames fan. Laugh out loud, Rod, says Dustin. Sherwood goal, says KJ. And then KJ says Chief Keef. And then Gamer says goal. And Rod says go. And then Big Mac says go, boom. And then Mike Torrance says woohoo. And then Calvin 99 Charlie says Trevor Linden goal. And then Demko makes a save. And then Big Hog's like bang. And then Thomas is like, let's go. Go. And then Mohammed says, Canucks score. And then Zach says, go. Peace. And then Shannon says, Chief Keef. And then Mohammed says, go. And then Gamer says, this is the Canucks I want to see. Yeah, I'm on the same page as you, buddy. This is the Canucks I want to see too. They've been looking very good after getting handled quite well for a while there. So it's good to see them bounce back here. Big hockey, go. Puck behind EPD. Couldn't find it, but the Islanders couldn't take control. Rod, Kiefer Sherwood just puts it wide, almost scored another one. Dakota Joshua flips it back in the corner. Sherwood controls, puts it over for Joshua. Joshua puts it over for Ratu, tips it just wide. Shannon says go. Calvin says plan the parade again. Go Canucks glow. And then Big Hog says, Chief Keep. And then Irvin says, Is that thumbs up log. Best 44, says Big Hog Hockey. Coach Rob really says, go. And then Suter says, is so unselfish. Yeah, Suter giving it over to Sherwood. Joshua gloves the puck out. They won't call icing because they took their sweet time getting over to get that puck. The referees apparently know the rules all of a sudden. Take the lead, extend the lead. Demko is him. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Just like that, the Vancouver Canucks have won the game. Woody. Hello, nothing is perfect. German Canucks, how's it going? We got another German Canucks fan in here. Have you been spreading the good word over there in Germany? We were chatting German earlier. Welcome back, German Canucks fan. Always good to see you, brother. Oh, Chief Keef is the best FA signing other than Hachiko. Demmer first star. Yes, Demmer back indeed, says Muhammad at Shannon. Do you always call her sister by her full name? Great win, says Coach Rob Willy. Go Canucks, go Shannon, New York, laugh out loud. Must be enough Canucks fans there. Woo, says Big Hog, or says Gary Wiseman. Matt, Canucks sure play well without EP40 on the roster. Shannon says, my sister Carson Duggan had a crush on Joe Sakic. Yeah, I believe it. I had a crush on Joe Sakic. Big Hog's like, German! Blues need to lose. Demmer is back, says Shannon. KJ, I love appreciative headbutts from Demko. Congratulations, Canucks. Whoop, whoop. And then Rod says, Dobby. Jake Sticks hockey. Game ready. Keep it up. We will make the playoffs. Hopefully, Rod. Lose Flames. Lose. Lose Flame. Lose Blues. Canucks win. Tyler Myers finished the game at +4. Oh my gosh, that's wild. Deadly Flames, I want the Blues to lose too. Canucks fan 94, where are all the people you said we should to trade for Demko? Where are they now? I beat against the Canucks. It paid off. GG until Columbus game, says Big Mac. Back-to-back wins for the Canucks, says Mohammed. German Canucks, I'm doing good. Got home from Dubai trip. Nice to see. You probably got a good tan, eh? All right. Let's get the better half on. Mr. Dustin Boydell coming in for the Rusty and Dusty post game. Let's get his beautiful face on the screen, shall we? There it is. All right. Without further ado, the Silver Fox, Dustin Boydell. What's up, my dude?
The Silver Fox. I love it. How's it going?
I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. I think I'm just emotionally exhausted like we were left in the last game. And I'm happy we won 5-2, but my goodness, like what a roller coaster ride even this game was, eh?
Well, yes, very much so. But yeah, to get some great offensive help from one Derek Forbert again, late in the second was probably a huge relief going into the third period. That's a big win for those boys to close within 3 of St. Louis now, because St. Louis had pulled 5 ahead of us. So we needed that game to keep our glimmer of playoff hopes alive.
I think I saw the stats. If they lost today in regulation, their chances of making the playoffs dropped to like 8% or something like that. By winning it, I think it stays up around the 22, 23. So the odds are still not in our favor. All they can do is win.
Yep. They just have to keep working hard. And Bluger scoring a minute into the third period was huge as well. Just really solid team effort. The guys who need to step up in lieu of the Pettersson and Höglander injuries are really doing a great job. Atu Ratu really starting to look like an NHL player. He looks like he's finally turning that corner. Pius Suter with another strong game, filling in as a first line center. Another two assists. So another 2-point night. Kiefer Sherwood, who you were asking about last post game, with 2 goals and an assist tonight.
He must have been
also
watching.
4 shots on goal, 4 hits, and 1 block shot. So a hell of a game from Kiefer Sherwood. I'd be shocked if he doesn't end up first star. And then Demko with some massive, massive saves.
I think Demko's the only one that might be able to take him out, because there was a time in that game where without Demko on the ice making those crazy split saves, then it would have been well out of the Canucks' ability to come back if Demko didn't make all those early saves.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like, Demko definitely deserves to be in the stars, like, somewhere.
Okay, let's do it right now then, because they've already posted them. If you were to do your official Dustin Boydell stamp of approval on a 3 stars, who you're putting in there? So Demko and Sherwood.
I'd go first star Kiefer Sherwood. I'd go second star Thatcher Demko, and I'd probably give Casey Sekas a 3rd star because he did have 2 points tonight, goal and assist. And then he was buzzing all over the ice all game. So he definitely caught my attention from the Islanders side.
Well, let's see if the people agree with you. And yes, in fact, they do. Except for they had Tsitsikas as a 2nd star, but either way, you got all 3 players, right? Kiefer Sherwood with the with the 1st star with the 2 goals and assists. Tsitsikas the goal and an assist for 2 points, and then Demko 2 goals against and the .929 save percentage. So it's great to see that. Man, 2 games in a row.
Those up pretty quick for an away game.
Yeah. 7:16, and the game started at 4:30, so that was a quick moving game in general.
I had a feeling it was going to be. New York doesn't like to cover the puck much. They like to keep the game flowing. And after the first period there, where the refs kind of seemed to have their whistles a bit in their pockets and weren't going to call much, it seemed like it was going to go by pretty fast.
Yeah. What did you think about the Canucks being a -1 on the power play today?
That was a tough pass by Quinn Hughes there to Lecker-Mackey. Like, what a tough spot to put that kid in. And of course, it comes back 2-on-1. We said it in intermission. He's shit at playing those 2-on-1s. I don't know why he can't get through his head to just take the pass away. Let the goalie have the shot. That's like 2-on-1 101. He's so elite, but odd man rushes, just whatever reason the brain kind of malfunctions.
All of a sudden,
maybe he tries to do too much. I think he's so hungry to get the puck back. I think that's what is constantly his focus, and that maybe tends to leave the back door open on odd man rushes more often because he's too aggressive on the puck.
Did you see the plus-minus on Tyler Myers tonight?
I did
+4,
not.
bro. He's a +4. He was on the ice for 4 goals, 4. Isn't that wild?
Look, the unsung hero, one Tyler Myers. Look at that.
He played 22-39 tonight. He was actually this 3rd highest minutes on the defense behind, obviously, Hughes and Hronek. But it was actually interesting for the first time in a long time. Hronek actually had more time on the ice than Quinn Hughes, probably as a result of there being only 1 power play and 2 penalty kills, because obviously Quinn Hughes doesn't play on the penalty kill. But I mean, I'm glad to see that, because obviously I feel like they've been playing Quinn Hughes probably too much lately. But yeah, I mean, nice to see Quinn Hughes not being the top minute guy, but also in a 5-2 victory, Quinn Hughes comes out as a -1. So that's kind of a hard look for him. Those minutes might be getting to him. What do you think?
Oh, he had to have been exhausted after last game. So it's good that he only had to play 23 minutes tonight and didn't have to play hard minutes. So hopefully he can get a little more rest here going into Columbus. I think they get an hour back of time zone. So they'll maybe get a little extra rest tonight. And yeah, we'll see how he's feeling next game, but he definitely made some uncharacteristic mistakes. I don't expect he'll have 2 games in a row like that. We don't typically see that from Quinn. He's his own worst critic. He will do what he needs to do to feel better and ready to go against the Blue Jackets. Marcus
Pettersson with a beautiful pass tonight, setting up the goal. I felt like there was maybe, like we talked about maybe a week and a half ago, about maybe he has that kind of like he's on the team now and the adrenaline's run out. So it looked like he was having a bit of a rough time, but seemed really, really solid tonight. He was a +3 and he had an assist on the goal. So are you feeling pretty good about Marcus Pettersson's game playing with Tyler Myers again?
Yeah, I think they're starting to get a natural chemistry. When you first come over, there's a lot you gotta try and communicate with guys you don't know, and you don't know their tendencies, and now I think it's around that like 20 game mark where you would kind of give that buffer at the beginning of the year, for guys to get chemistry and mesh. That's sort of where he's at now with after that trade. So it's good to see that he's starting to feel more comfortable and is able to make those setup plays and find some way to contribute offensively, because Myers has been solid defensively. And it's funny because, those two guys are typically you're going to want both to be defensive, but if you can suck some offensive upside out of Pettersson's game, then why not?
Going back to the faceoff too, because the Islanders managed to come back a little bit in the faceoff dot. So I wanted to bring up Suter ended up just below 50% at 47%. Bluger ended up about 54%. Ratu ended up 50%, and Niels Aman didn't get 100% tonight. He came in at 42%. So obviously the Islanders addressed that during the intermission, and looks like they started to come back there in the third period to win some of those big faceoffs. But interesting to see too, Bo Horvat was only at 50%, which you expect him to be a bit higher than that. But at the end of the day, a couple guys on the Islanders like Pajot ended up coming in and winning 82% of his faceoff draws. So he's probably the one who came out and turned things around, regardless of the fact that usually it's Bo Horvat to do that kind of a thing.
Yeah, and what a shot he took in the beak, man. I felt that one through the TV.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you hate to see that kind of thing. And it wasn't deflected,
for
right?
coming back and being out there at the end of the game to try and help push to tie it up. But my God, he's gonna be swollen tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't deflect or anything. That was just a straight shot right to the face. He must have hooked it or something like that. Pettersson did.
Yeah, that one got away from him. Probably maybe on the toe and rolled up or something, and just wham.
Yeah, you hate to see it. Quinn Hughes does get his 52nd assist of the season, so still motoring along on that. Kiefer Sherwood getting his 16th and 17th, so it is possible that he ends up hitting the 20 goal mark. Going back to talk about Sherwood, I was a little worried about him, but I guess like we said, he was listening and has turned things around. How big would that be for like a guy like Sherwood, who this is only his second full season playing in the NHL? He's been bouncing. Before that, he was bouncing back and forth between the A and the NHL. Does that kind of solidify his presence as an NHL player moving forward?
Absolutely. Anytime you hit that 20 goal mark, like Talkett said earlier when Suter hit that mark, that's the cha-ching goal, right? So that's where that's the benchmark for crossing that line from a depth forward to a scoring forward. When you can get 20 goals in the modern NHL, that makes you an offensive threat. And with all the other tools he possesses, that's what is the lucky upside to Kiefer Sherwood. You signed him for his physical play and being an energy guy. And now that he's given a position to flourish a little more offensively, he's showing what he can do, and it's great that we're getting him at what seems to be the peak of his career.
Yeah, sets the league record for hits in a season, and now might hit 20 goals at the same time. That's probably something that you wouldn't expect from the guy who gets the hit. And that's the other crazy part that me and you haven't talked about. But the fact of the matter is, usually the hit leader for the season is a defenseman, not a forward. So Kiefer Sherwood doing that is even more impressive than previously thought.
Well, and not the biggest guy out on the ice either. I mean, he's only 6 feet tall and listed at 194 pounds. Like, it's not like he's 6'5" bruiser that goes out there and runs around and and smacks everybody that moves. Yeah, he does that, but man, for him to do it at his size and utilize his speed the way he does, he's a once in a lifetime kind of player that you love to have on your team, and you'd hate. I mean, Quinn Hughes was a big part of him coming here. He went to management and said he was the worst player, one of the worst players he's ever played against when they played against Nashville in the playoffs. And when he became a free agent, he said, "Bring him here." And sure enough, he's here, and we're absolutely adoring him as fans. And what's not to love? The effort he brings every game is what you want to see.
For a team like the Islanders to lose one like that kind of feels pretty much how I think we'd feel if we had lost that game. That's got to be a big shot to the, especially after the way, like we talked about with the disallowed goal in the last one. That's got to hurt the Islanders' hearts a little bit there. It's not that they're going to probably get past because everyone behind them has more games played or a lot fewer points. But it does seem like that, with only, now they have, 9, 10 games left, 10, 11 games left. It's going to get harder and harder, especially with a team like Montreal that's been playing so well lately.
Definitely. Yep. They're 1 point back with 10 games left. 10 games left after that one.
Yeah. And it looks like they have updated the standings. So I'll bring that up too, because it's always just nice to see. The Canucks have once again moved ahead of the Calgary Flames by 1 point. Now, however, the Canucks have played 2 more games. So it's the situation that the Canucks are in now is it's no longer about them just winning. They also have to scoreboard watch and hope that other teams lose. That could change as the season comes to a close. But as of right now, we're still looking for help from other teams. That's gotta hurt the ego of these Canucks players, waiting on other players to win games for them.
Well, you can let it hurt you, or you can let it motivate you. So hopefully they let it motivate them to continue winning and giving the efforts they've been given the last, since the Winnipeg game. The loss to the New York Rangers was a tough one because they really dominated that game and should have, for all intents and purposes, been the winners on that Saturday morning. But this stretch of hockey that they put together, especially missing 2 key forwards that were really starting to find their stride offensively and click, it can be motivating. Having people chasing you, and especially knowing in the back of your mind that Calgary has that extra game that's going to be played well after everyone else is done. So they hold that wild card basically in their grasp. The Canucks are going to be, everyone's going to be scoreboard watching until that final game between LA and Calgary is played to make up for the Los Angeles Fires.
It's fun too that the Canucks beat the Islanders 5-2 in Long Island after the Islanders had beaten the Vancouver Canucks 5-2 in Vancouver. So we got our perfect revenge tonight.
Retribution, you gotta love it.
Oh man. All right, so the Canucks have a game coming up on Friday against the Columbus Blue Jackets, and we enter the exact same situation that we've been. It's going to be the biggest game of the year against the Columbus Blue Jackets, another team that is currently battling for a playoff spot. What are you expecting to see against a team like the Columbus Blue Jackets, who are also desperate for points?
Oh, they're young and fast. They can score off the rush very quickly. Guys like Adam Fantilli, what's that young Russian player, Marchenko?
Yeah.
They got some real talented guys there, and they're also, let's not forget the huge loss that they suffered in the offseason before they came into the year and came into training camp, losing Johnny Gaudreau, and they've kind of been inspired all season to work really hard and push, and you'd love to see them get in, just kind of as a team of a Cinderella story type team. The way they play hockey and the season that Zach Werenski has had, I mean, he's arguably the third Norris finalist between Quinn Hughes, Makar, and Werenski. So a lot of tools at their disposal, and also they have a young goalie who's also quite elite in Elvis Merzlikins. So after the adversity they faced early in the season, they've really found their game as of late, and I would expect them to bring everything they got against us on Friday.
Yeah, Columbus sitting at 70 games played, 73 points. They're 2 points behind Montreal. But if they do win their next game, they can move past both New York teams, which is the New York Islanders and the New York Rangers. So thanks to the loss tonight to the Islanders, we're actually helping out Columbus a little bit. So maybe they can help us out and just give us the 2 points. And we'll give them the 1 point. That should be good enough, I think, if Midnight Solar is watching right now.
There you go. We'll beat them in overtime.
Yeah, fair enough. He already agreed to it, so knock on wood. Oh,
Perfect.
my goodness. And then we also got the Abbey Canucks are going to be coming up this weekend too. They are playing a back-to-back as well.
Yes, a very important series in San Jose.
Yeah.
Very important series in San Jose against the Barracuda. The Barracuda are just 1 point behind the Abbotsford Canucks in the standings. The Canucks are sitting in 3rd place. The Barracuda are sitting in 5th place. So this could have some huge bearing on those playoff standings. Also, the Canucks are riding their 7-game winning streak, so they will hope to keep that going Friday night at 7:30 in San Jose, and then they will go again Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m.
Which is a very tight turnaround.
Yes. Also of note, Abbotsford Canucks signing prospect Jackson Coons. We're going to go with Coons.
Yep.
To a AHL contract for the remainder of the season, and he will be invited to a professional tryout next year. His year finishing up at the University of North Dakota. They were not successful in their playoff bid to make it to the Final Four, so his season is done. So he will join the Abbotsford Canucks for the rest of the season in their playoff push here.
I didn't tell you this story earlier, but when I was doing my college for radio, we ran a Evolution 107.9, which is an FM station. We were an alternative rock station. And I was doing the news. That was my job for the day. And I stuttered on the word county because I kept on reading it as country, but I stopped myself a few times. So I'll let you guys figure out what I said there live on to not just like, this wasn't just like going to the other students. This was being broadcast into BC. So I got in a little bit of trouble for that one.
That's a tough stutter to brain fart on. Yeah, that's a rough go.
Yeah. And my friends were actually driving out to meet me after the shift too. So they were actually listening on the way and they're like, bro, did you say what I think you said? I'm like, no. I just stuttered.
Do you have the picture of the player? Do you want to bring it up for chat to see so they know what we're talking about?
Yeah. What's his name again?
Jackson.
Yeah.
Kunz.
There you go. I'll bring it up for everyone so they can see it. Try and say that 10 times fast.
So Russ and I are unsure of the correct pronunciation of this young man's surname, but we're going to go with Kuntz.
Yeah.
Just for our own safety of not being canceled.
Well, it looks like Midnight Solar is here, and he says, I don't have hope. Nothing is perfect, but we need the 2 points more, though. Come on, Midnight Solar, don't go back. We already talked about this. You said you'd give us the 2 points if we gave you the 1. Dustin, you going to be good to go for the first intermission on Friday?
I will be here Friday afternoon, yes.
Perfect. Awesome. Is there anything you want to say to chat before I let you go?
Oh, thank you as always for hanging out. Love reading your comments. I missed some stuff in the first intermission there when we were talking. I saw something about my hat and needing to take it off, and I don't know what they were talking about, but love to see you guys having fun and appreciate being a part of the show and the stream, and are always happy when the Canucks get a big win. And we will see you next game.
Thanks for stopping by, brother. We'll talk to you on Friday.
Sounds good. Have a great night.
Dustin Boydell, everyone stopping by to give you the post-game show. You'll love to see it. It's always good to see. All right. Canucks somehow. How did they do it? How do they do it? They crush me and then they build me back up, and then they crush me and they build me back up. I don't know what to do with myself. The emotional stress that I'm feeling from this right now is wild. So, but we will survive. We are going to be live for the Columbus game on Friday. So Midnight Solar, tune in. And then we will be live again on Sunday. It's a noon game against Winnipeg, so make sure you are paying attention. Columbus, we are going to have Dustin for the first intermission, and then the second intermission, we're going to have Canucks trivia for that night. So Friday night trivia for all you guys to participate in. And then on Sunday, we're going to have the Winnipeg Jets. It's going to be Dustin for the first intermission, and then during the second intermission, we're going to have Big Mac joining to talk about Ovechkin and his race to beat Wayne Gretzky's record. Should I give you a sneak preview of the stats that you want, but you don't really need? Oh, there's the stats you want, but you don't really need. I guess you guys can pause that because this is just a stream that you can pause. So, yeah. So let's go back to the bar first and have a last look through chat to see what you kids are saying before we sign off for the night. Let's see here. Let's see. Zach says, do favorite player. Let's go Canucks, says Mohammed. Rod should have won that New York game. Yeah, swearing. Wrong, Big Hog. Hachigo, I'm the best signing. Hey, at Big Hog, says German. The ferocious Kiefer Sherwood strikes again, says Derek. KJ, much needed points. Yeah. Rod says, bye all. See you later, Rod. Nice to have you, buddy. And then thumbs up. Thumbs up equals sure would. Thumbs up. What is that? Sure would. Sure would. Bye, Rod. Matt from the past. Canucks 94. Demko is amazing, but it's very worrisome to have a goalie who has barely ever played a full season. True. Shannon, at Gary Wiseman, I do when I talk about the he as she is my stepsister, so different last name as she has my first dad. Okay. Canucks logo in neon. I like the profile pic. Nothing is perfect. Yeah, that's a good look. I like the colors there. Calvin, Canucks fan 94. Matt, Demko had a rough full year, but if we do miss the playoffs, he will have time to rest and be back on top form for next season. The Rusty and Dusty Show. Alfonso Davey injured, eh? Yeah, he's always injured. ACL sucks. Thanks, Russ, Dusty, and Mods. This is Mike Torrance, Shannon, at Gary Wiseman, Carson, Duggan, and I have the same dad, but different mom, and my stepdad adopted me and my sister with his last name, Hollingworth. Okay, so it's a mixed family. Love is love. I met him in person, says Big Hog. Gotcha, Shannon. Skytrain Elfin, what a win! We can say that for free. I like it, Alfred. Calling out Mr. Bo Horvat. He tore his ACL. I'm out, says Gary. See you next game, boys. Thanks for stopping by, Gary. Nice to have you. See you, Gary. Second star sucks. Mike Torrance, suitor, question mark. BS, Demko deserves it more. I'm not biased. Messier 11. STS, severe thunderstorm incoming. I can relate to that, guys. Take puck to the face. Yep. Your team is enjoying taking the puck to the face lately. Is Rantanen playing? I guess we could check if he's on the game sheet. Let's see if Rantanen is playing for your boys. So Rantanen is playing right now for you. So he is playing tonight. So despite the puck to the face, he is playing. Back to the bar. You love to see it, says KJ. Emperor King, not Chris Kunitz, never mind. Russell, Bleeding Blues, Predators aren't going to do anything. We win that game to pedal to the metal. Have a good night, and midnight, get that win too. Russell hoping for his team to win and for the Blue Jackets to win. KJ, I'm going to go with the dirty version. Deadly Flames, thanks for the stream. You're very welcome. Deadly Flames, thanks for being here. Midnight Solar, no, I want 2 points. This is for Johnny Hockey. Yeah, that is fair enough. When you put it like that, I can't even argue. Your pronunciation is correct. Messier. Have a good one, Russ. See you later, Emperor King. Nice to have you. Castle Siege. Have a good one, Russell. Wish us luck against the Oilers. Yeah, beat those dirty Oilers. We hate them. Castle Siege. But I will be ready for brutality. Brutality, blood. Brutality, blood. Brutality, blood. Brutality, blood. Okay, kids. Let's have a look at the fan funding before we go. Thomas starting off with a $2 dono earlier, probably for my swears. And then Canucks Fan 94 with a $20 dono coming in, talking about Bedard coming home. Much appreciated, Canucks Fan 94. Like I said, let's figure out when we're getting you back on. Major Dow with a gifted membership. With a gifted membership. With a gifted membership. With a gifted membership. 4 gifted memberships for Major Dow. You love to see it. So thank you very much, Major Dow. Yeah. Calvin 99 Charlie asked what's the price for Simon Holmstrom and Noah Dobson. No, Coons. Oh, the pronunciation, Coons. Yeah, we'll go with Coons. All right, kids. Like I said, we're going to be live again against the Columbus Blue Jackets on Friday the 28th for a 4 o'clock game. So we'll be live at 3:40. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Thank you for Dobby for helping out with that goal. Thank you for my wife for being wonderful and dealing with all my shenanigans. Thank you guys for being here on Nothing is Perfect. Yeah, I appreciate everyone for being here. It's always fun. What an up-down season we've had so far. But until next time, guys, remember, this is Nothing is Perfect. I'm Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect, and make sure that you make good choices.